headed into towards the end of the season here. Next week, the final week of the season. Next week, the final home game on Friday night. So here's your opportunities tonight and Friday night to come out and join us here at the arena. There's a $5 taco buffet bar going on with a fundraiser tonight. We'll feed you well. The Hive's open, the concession stand, and look for this good crowd tonight, Clinton and Marshall. 92.1 FM all over the air, all over North Central Arkansas, on the internet at www.khpq.com, on your mobile devices, your phones or your tablets. Download the Hot Country KHPQ app from the Apple Product Store or the Google Store for your Android devices, and live stream the broadcast anywhere in the world. Let's bring Mike Holly in, get you set for the tip. The Sickton Senior Girls, Marshall, coming up.
Right. The biggest key of this game is all the Lady Yellow Jackets are here. They were all at practice yesterday and today, so maybe a lot more energy to go than we saw Tuesday night when they were pretty much wiped out by the flu and the loss to Pulaski Academy and ended the Yellow Jackets' 30-game winning streak in conference play, and also ended their 8-game season winning streak. Maybe they can start one again tonight here in a non-conference game for the Lady Yellow Jackets, but it should be a lot of fun. Marshall coming down. I don't think we played in a couple of years. There have been scheduling conflicts the last couple of years, and there was scheduling conflicts this year as this game was canceled about 2 weeks ago, and now it's back on. In fact, it was supposed to be at Marshall, and then there was no game, and now there's a game, and it's here in Clinton, so maybe that's good. We've got plenty of room here in Clinton. Should be a big crowd here tonight at the arena. There's only one more chance after tonight to catch the Yellow Jackets. It'll be next Thursday night when the Yellow Jackets host Little Rock Hall for senior night here. And we'll talk about Tuesday as the night goes on. Another big game on Tuesday. The Jackets will travel to Heber Springs. Lady Yellow Jackets, we said, streak came to an end. A couple of bright spots was Maggie Gresham with 14 points and Lexi Wallace with 13. Probably Maggie's, she's really played well the last 6 weeks or so, and maybe that was definitely best performance of the year to date for Maggie. Was 14 points inside. PA could not guard Maggie in the lane, and then Lexi Wallace, another one of her sound basketball games where she scores 13 points on the night. Other than that, the Yellow Jackets had some players missing, and then players that were really reducing the amount of minutes they could play against a very good opponent in Pulaski Academy, who I really think clearly is the number 2 team in the conference, even though they are tied with Heber Springs as we head into the final week and a half of the regular season. But they do have a very good ball team, and sick or not, that was going to be a battle on Tuesday. As I think Coach Post said, maybe Coach Smith, that was Pulaski Academy's Super Bowl to play Clinton. And he made a comment that our program is now at a level in both boys and girls that teams want to beat us. It's a big game for other teams to play Clinton, so that's quite a compliment that people want to play the Yellow Jackets. And so Jackets lose Tuesday, but look to bounce back tonight against Marshall. Marshall with another good team this year. That's a solid basketball town in Marshall, and they come in tonight with a record of 17-10. They're 9-5 in conference play. They're in third place, and they're 7-6 on the road. They do play in a really tough conference, though. They have Mount Vernon Enola, the defending state champion, who returned almost everybody in their conference. They were 14-0. And then there's Quitman with a couple of state titles under their belts in the last 10 years. They're 11-3. And then Marshall in third place at 9-5. So they are that might be the toughest 2A girls conference in the state, as you have 3 quality teams. I believe Izard County is fourth, one game behind Marshall. And Izard County, as everybody knows, that's a basketball town in itself, both boys and girls. So good conference that Marshall plays in. They're young. They got a couple of 10th grade starters, and they got a couple of 9th graders that come off the bench. So they are a pretty young ball club. And the Yellow Jackets with some youth in some spots, and then, of course, some veterans in Gracie Linville and Katie Gifford and some more. So it should be a good one here. People still filing into the arena. You never know when you play a game that's not on the schedule the way it was originally scheduled. You hope the word gets out. I think it will. The last 2 Friday nights have been great here at the arena. Big crowds. And look for another one here tonight. And I think the student section's been gearing up for this one for the last couple of days. As
I think ESPN's here.
ESPN is here. Looks like maybe Alec and Creed have taken over ESPN down in the end zone there.
Little homegrown
video engineer
ESPN.
Aaron Duhan getting those guys set up with their own equipment. And there at work. Got a few Hollywood guys in there, got the sunglasses on indoors, so that's got to be ESPN. Well, we'll send it back to the station. We'll fix to introduce the starting lineups here and the national anthem. And when we come back, we'll have Clinton Yellow Jacket basketball. You're listening to the Yellow Jackets on Q92.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is... Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And starting lineups being introduced now from Marshall and the Yellow Jackets. I'll give you some Marshall names here in just a moment. For Clinton, I look down, and it's going to be Katie Gifford, Gracie Linville, Lexi Wallace, Abigail Parks, and Maggie Gresham. So a familiar five back in for Coach Matthew Post and Tammy Hodges-Johnson, your starters. I did. So I saw Katie and her mom last night at Walmart, and I said the media needs an update. How's the team sickness today? From where we were on Tuesday. I said things are better. I said now Abigail, she may be in the beginning stages of this getting sick, so I didn't know if we'd see Abigail tonight. But she's dressed out, looks like she's going to start, and hopefully the other girls have kind of made their way towards the end of the flu and will be good tonight. So I know they'll look forward to bouncing back and getting on track. I don't know if Coach Post agreed with me the other night after the game. I told him, coaches, that game at PA, is this just a game you can just write off, forget about? The girls were sick. It was sluggish. PA played a really good game. Don't take anything away from them. But, are there any really takeaways from that game? Just forget about it and go on. I don't know. I don't know what he's talked about with the girls the last couple days in practice. But hopefully they can get back on track tonight and get ready to head into next week's final week before post-Thursday tournament play.
Yeah, great athletes, baseball pitchers, basketball shooters. You have to forget the last one. If you miss a shot, you got to forget it, go on to the next one. They talk about pitchers with a bad outing, you got to forget it, go on to the next one. That's what you have to do with a game like that at Pulaski Academy. Can you compartmentalize that and forget about it and go on to the next one? You can't let, as they say, you can't let that loss cause you to lose tonight.
The grab. And the Centers are at midcourt. The officials are ready to tip here.
Yeah, I got a couple of local officials from the area.
It'll be Katie Gifford, jump center. Ball is in the air. Tip is up and controlled by the Bobcats. First offensive set of the ball, and quickly dribble down to the free throw line, and the jumper is up and in. An early 2-point lead for Anna Ragland. Gets the Bobcats in front.
We've heard that Ragland name at Marshall for years. They had a boy that tormented us for about 3 years, and he went to Valley Springs.
A long three-pointer by Abigail. Won't go. High off the back of the rim. And Marshall comes down with a rebound. The lead and the ball. Just on the right side in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. And Coach Matthew Post.
Some of the girls on each of these teams have played summer AAU ball on the same team together.
Oh, good little pass from the outside inside on the move. But I think, did she get out of bounds before her momentum carried her before she tossed it back into a teammate? A turnover. Back to the Yellow Jackets to tie or take the lead, this time down the floor. Hope you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, the live stream tonight. Ball out of bounds. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets. Our good friend Blaze Thomas, he's running the live stream, the broadcast for the Marshall Bobcats. And there's going to be a lot of folks watching tonight, in person and online. Inbound the ball. Katie Gifford out high on the dribbles. Over to Abigail Parks. Set for the three. Up. Off the rim. Won't go. Rebound chase down. Ends up out of bounds. Belongs to Marshall. And Abigail's first attempt tonight. Boy, she's really been shooting well here the last 2-3 weeks of the season. Looks like the form that Abigail Parks had last year when she was a state record breaker for best three-point field goal shooting percentage in a season. And I'd like to see that continue now here as we're preparing for the final week in the postseason. Lexi Wallace, three-point field goal, good by the sophomore, and the Yellow Jackets have their first lead, 3-2.
Lexi created that Gracie Limo created that by forcing that turnover on the press, giving the Yellow Jackets an extra possession.
And ball tipped around, gets loose. Lexi Wallace has it. Ahead to Abigail Parks on the dribble, slides into the lane, right hand, left hand, shot won't go, a miss, and the rebound. Marshall comes away with it. They're going to try to tiptoe and going to step out of bounds unless the Yellow Jacket forced her out, committed the foul. That is the call. Keep it with the Bobcats, the foul on Abigail Parks.
Parks tried to slide left that time. She probably been better off taking it right into the defender. It would have been a blocking foul. The defender was moving, turned sideways, tried to avoid the contact, missed the reverse layup.
Inbound the ball, quickly down the floor. The drive shot too hard off the glass, and the rebound by Parks. On the dribble. Abigail to Linville. Katie Gifford takes the pass. The high post at the free throw line. Katie makes that one look easy. She gets two from the free throw line in a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, Jackets had basically a high-low post that time. Gifford slid down to the block. The defenders went with her, left a wide-open Katie Gifford at the free throw line.
On the drive, outside the lane, going to travel with a basketball. A turnover. And back to the Yellow Jackets, 5:32 in the opening quarter. Make sure we match some names up with our roster numbers. Parks in the corner. Back out high, quickly, swing it, looking low to Gresham, not there. Outside to Gracie Linville. Her three's a little bit long, over the rim. And the Bobcats going to take it out of the air. And Anna Ragland with it, back across midcourt on the dribble. Defended by Wallace. Drive from the baseline, ball out of bounds. A turnover, back to the Yellow Jackets.
Try to drive the baseline. Jackets cut the baseline off. And she lost it out of bounds. Marshall running kind of an odd-looking zone defense.
Parks kind of faked a three, drive the baseline, back out high. Wallace ends up with it behind the three-point line. Lexi's this time won't go, off the rim. Rebound by Ragland. And a bump by Gracie Linville going to result in Linville's first foul of the ball game. The team's second. Still the Yellow Jacket lead 5-2, 4:47 in the first.
Clinton, their straight-up man-to-man defense. Nice Coach Post threw everything he had at him on Tuesday night, trying to find some combination of man or zone defense. But
Gresham on Audrey Blair. Now back outside. Dribble in. Ball gets loose. This time it's out of bounds on the Yellow Jackets. From the baseline will be the Bobcats, just in front of the black and white cheer squad. Marshall in the road black. Clinton in a home gold trimmed in black. Three-point attempt, left side. And the basket good. That by Audrey Blair. Ties it at 5. 4:20 in the first quarter. Wallace top of the key. Over to Linville. The two guards. Swings it to the forward Parks. The senior, her three-pointer is up and in. Abigail Parks, her first of the ball game. 8-5 is the lead.
You know what usually happens when she makes her first couple of three-point attempts.
On the left side for the Bobcats. Look inside, not there. No one in the lane. Three-point shot up in the air. Wallace gets it. One-handed pass down the floor to Parks. She's ahead of the pack. And this time for two. Parks puts Clinton up 10-5.
Perfect recognition by Wallace to get it out quickly, and the pass was perfect. They just led her right to the basket.
One of the best seniors in the conference, maybe the Class 4A state. Lexi Wallace, one of the best sophomores in the conference and around the state. 2 points off the dribble, just outside the lane, up and in for the Bobcats. Let me check number 10. We'll find out here in a minute. Maggie Gresham spins, shoot, misses, and the rebound by Audrey Blair. Going to weave her way down the floor. One final person to Parks, takes her inside, spins. Abigail reaches in, knocks the ball away. She's whistled for the foul, and that's going to be her second personal foul. We're at 3:06 of the first quarter. Let me see who's.
Audrey Blair hits the first free throw. Substitutions for the Yellow Jackets. Caden Brown, Kenna Collins, and Olivia Johnson in the game for the first time today for Clinton. A 3:06 mark. Jackets lead 10-8. And Blair misses the second one, but Marshall's going to run down the rebounds. Chance to tie or take the lead, and she'll shoot a three, and off the rim, no good. There's Kenna Collins pushing the ball into the front court. And Lexi Wallace will set up the offense.
And outside Collins for three, won't go. And the rebound Marshall. And quickly across midcourt, just in front of that Yellow Jacket bench. That's Michaela Blair with it. Over on the left side. On the dribble, Audrey Blair picks it up, needs help. Back outside to Ragland. Her three's long off the back of the rim. With the rebound by Audrey Blair. She's going to dribble, get past the defender, put it off the glass. Good. She's got 5 points, and we are tied at 10 with 2:20 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, one of the problems we had Tuesday night was offensive rebounds. The Yellow Jackets gave up a bunch to PA, and already a couple of three already here to Marshall.
Olivia Johnson's three misses. The sophomore, she's been on a three-point shooting streak as well here in recent weeks, but Clinton gets the rebound. They'll have a second chance here. Wallace in the corner. She'll pass away, swing it to the left side. Collins, long pass to the right side. Wallace fakes the three, gets by, lets the defender go by. Bounce pass into Gresham, catches, turns, shoots. Help defender comes up and commits the foul. I think that's Miley Harris, number 35 for the Bobcats. Picks up the foul. 2 free throws upcoming for Maggie Gresham.
First free throws of the night for Clinton. Kaylin Lashley set the check in. Katie Gifford set the check back in. Kaylin missed the game completely on Tuesday night. She's back healthy and ready to go tonight.
Maggie gets the first, misses the second. The rebound, Caden Brown comes up with it, but then she's tied up, so it'll be alternate possession. And it's going to go to the Yellow Jackets, so they get 1 free throw and a possession. Clinton leads 11-10 over the Marshall Senior Girls, 1:47 to go in the first quarter. Caden Brown. They get it inside to Olivia Johnson on the move, and Olivia gets her first points of the ballgame, the 5th Yellow Jacket to score, 13-10. And fresh faces set in for Coach Matthew Post. You've got Olivia Johnson, Kenna Collins, Caden Brown, Kaylin Lashley, and Katie Gifford. 3-point shot up and in. The 3-point field goal by Audrey Blair. That's her second three, her 8th point, 13 all.
Yeah, I think Blair's only a sophomore.
Caitlin Lastly picks up her dribble, and they'll swing it around to Collins. Left side, pass up high. Across the lane to the block. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Marshall, just in front of the Clinton cheer squad. And the Clinton High School ESPN table, you might can see it on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the live stream. I don't know. I'm not now. Alec Huey, Creed Brown, they may have stepped. Let's see who's still down there. 3-point attempt by Caden Brown. A miss. And I think they're going to whistle Kenna Collins, trying to come through a Bobcat to get that rebound. And Clinton's going to have 14 fouls with 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Collins will exit. Gracie Linville back into the ballgame. Tied at 13. We're going to go isolation play. 4 players on the left. On the right goes Audrey Blair. She'll dribble down, get the shot off the glass, but it won't go. Clinton with the rebound. Linville to Brown. Into the corner. Johnson going to drive the baseline. Back up now. Defender there. Katie Gifford. Free throw. Shot. Misses. Tipped out of bounds. Out of bounds on Marshall. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets.
Clinton's already played 9 players tonight. Marshall probably has an extremely short bench. I think they have a couple of non-quitters that have to come off the bench and play. So the Yellow Jackets.
Olivia Johnson for 3. It won't go off the rim. Rebound by Anna Ragland. 24 seconds. Shot clock off. Tied at 13. Boy, it's been a good first quarter. Maybe a team with a few turnovers they might like to take back if they have the opportunity. But very competitive. On the left side, 3-point shot up. Up and in. That's Miley Harris. Number 35 for the Bobcats, 16-13. I think Marshall, and that'll do it. The horn sounds. The first quarter has come to an end. It's Marshall 16, the Lady Yellow Jackets 13. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram now in Clinton. Now, Clinton is a tight-knit community. They work hard to support one another.
They work hard to take care of small, family-owned business, and, that's what we are. We want to bring that family-owned atmosphere with also the opportunity for the consumer to get that great deal that they deserve. So, we feel like we've got the best of both worlds.
Keep driving by every day. The inventory keeps getting better.
It's Ram country, and we're going to keep making it bigger and better. So, yes, ma'am.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
And back here at Yellow Jacket Arena, Marshall with a 16-13 lead. Clinton led at one time 5-2 in this one. Marshall's come back and now lead 16-13. Marshall will have it as we start the second quarter.
Yellow Jackets, Lexi Wallace, Abigail Parks returns. Katie Gifford, Gracie Linville, and Olivia Johnson for Marshall. Anna Ragland, Miley Harris, Michaela Blair, 2 points up and in. It was Anna Ragland.
Yep.
I think she got the first 2 of the ball game. She picks up that one. And shot attempt by the Yellow Jackets won't go. The rebound by Michaela Blair. Quickly down the floor on the run over on the left side. Audrey Blair fakes the shot. Now it's a 3. It's up. This one won't go. It's going to end up out of bounds and belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
Jackets only getting one shot on that other end down there. Marshall kind of it looks like a 3-2 zone. Because they know where Parks is at all times.
And Abigail's 3-point attempt won't go off the rim. The rebound, Olivia Johnson, the putback up and in. Her second field goal.
Just as I say it, with Yellow Jackets finally get an offensive rebound, Olivia puts it back in.
18-17. There's a timeout on the floor. I think Clinton takes that timeout. 7:03. And they'll talk it over. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleagues here, Aaron Duhan. There's a $5 taco bar going on tonight. If you can join us here in the arena as folks fill in. I look to my left, my colleague. Who is the one couple, the one man who probably knows everybody from Marshall and Clinton? It's the county extension agent. He loves our live stream. He was telling me yesterday he loves to stay home and watch the KHPQ Sports YouTube live stream. He said, you got to come. It's Marshall and Clinton. You'll know everybody. It's Danny Griffin, the extension agent, formerly of Searcy County, now Van Buren County. He's here just to our left tonight.
He's the king. He's not just the county extension agent. He's DG1.
Hey, good to see Danny. And out of the timeout, Marshall with the basketball, cross midcourt. Clinton in a man-to-man. Caden Brown in the ball game now. She's on Audrey Blair, the leading scorer for Marshall thus far. She had 8 points in that opening quarter. On the spin, Linville knocks the ball away. Caden Brown's going to come in, tie it up, alternate possession to the Yellow Jackets. All right. Yep. And we got lots of relatives here tonight, Mike Holly. It's one of those games like Shirley and Marshall. I think all our relatives might be here tonight.
They all started in Shirley. That's where they have all their origins.
Up high, Cade Gifford, her third attempt from the free throw line. She made the first, been off the mark on the number 2, but you leave her open at the high post, alone at that free throw line. Just couldn't get that one to go. Trailing 18-15 in the lane, spin left, spin back to the right, and the two-pointer up and in by Audrey Blair. She quickly has 10 points, 10 of Marshall's 20. They lead by 5, 6:08 in the second quarter. Linville, Wallace. Gracie gets it back. Her three-point attempt from the right side up. Rims out, won't go, out of bounds. That'll force Trey Wilkins to jump out of the way a little bit. Trey, one of your officials tonight, along with Rory Bradley is here. And not sure on the third official. I make that maybe one of our regulars, but ball out of bounds. Foul on the Yellow Jackets. Lexi Wallace, team's first here in the second quarter.
And Maggie Grisham back in for Clinton.
And Anna Ragland across midcourt. She and Wallace, that looks like a good matchup tonight. I don't know what classification Ragland is. Year 2024, so she's going to be a senior against Wallace, the sophomore. Ragland on the drive, dribble, splits two, kicks it out from the lane, back to Audrey Blair. Shot just short off the front of the rim. Wallace with the rebound. Turn it up the floor. Inside Gresham, high post, kick out. Back to Olivia Johnson. Long three. Won't go. Rebound to Marshall. Miley Harris with it. Up the floor. Michaela Blair misses. Rebound, Gracie Linville. Fast-paced ball game. Wallace on the dribble. Draws defender, picks it up. Down low to Johnson. Olivia's two-point attempt won't go. And Marshall with the rebound. Boy, no second shots. I think you kind of talked about that earlier. Marshall in the pass, the head of the pack. Linville catches up, blocks the shot out of bounds. She saved a layup from Marshall. Bobcats will have it on the baseline.
Yeah, definitely saved a sure two there. But, yeah, one and done every time but one so far in the first half for Clinton.
4:51 in the second quarter. Clinton 20, Marshall 15. Inbound the ball, quick jumper, up, won't go. Rebound Maggie Gresham. You said earlier she had a really good ball game at Pulaski Academy. She was our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. And see what she can do now. She's circling around the free throw line. High post, takes the pass, right, left, spin in the lane. Traffic there, tries to toss it back out. Picked off by Anna Ragland. 2-on-2 down the floor. Wallace defending. She'll try to strip Ragland low. Shot up, misses. Second shot off the miss, won't go. Wallace with it. Now Clinton's going the other way. 3-on-2. Wallace going to go the middle, split two, draw the foul. Lexi Wallace to the free throw line.
Good job by Lexi. And they had a couple of defenders back, and they kind of stayed wide trying to guard the wings. Lexi made the right decision, tried to split them both, and drew the foul.
And Lexi's first free throw is up and in. 4 points now. Substitution, Collins, Brown, Lastly in. Gifford, Linville, Gresham out. Well, one, Coach Matthew Post, he's subbing in and out, kind of like we saw the other night when they had that sickness going. But tonight, noticeably, big difference. Clinton's able to play much faster tonight. You know, they look sluggish and slow on Tuesday.
Yeah, we're fixing to see the first substitute of the game for Marshall. halfway through the second quarter.
Foul on Caden Brown.
Blair has to check out with 2 fouls. Keep that in mind. Leading scorer so far tonight for Marshall.
Let me double check and see number 1 in for Marshall. In the lane, spin, shot off the glass, good. That by Michaela Blair. Her first points of the ball game, the 5th Bobcat to score here in the first half. 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Lassie dribbles the baseline, draws the defender, back out high to Lexi Wallace. Long 3, won't go off the back of the rim. Rebound inside by Brown. Dribble around the defender off the glass, good. Caden Brown.
Hey, we finally got an offensive rebound, and KK stuck it back in. Jackets within 4.
Up high, low post, catches. Second help defender comes up, but the basket good by Michaela Blair. Had a slow start scoring. She's picked up the last 4 points, I think, for Marshall. Olivia Johnson's 3. She answers. She's got 7 points to lead the Yellow Jackets. They trail 24-21.
Yeah, good to see Olivia back at 100% or close to it.
Ball out high, top of the key, defended by Wallace. Into the corner. Pass down low, the post. Michaela Blair. She's going to spin again and draw the foul from Olivia Johnson. 2 free throws upcoming for Blair. Olivia's first, team's third here in the second quarter. And Michaela Blair makes the first. Johnson out. Linville returns. And Michaela Blair gets both free throws. She has 6 points now. I think the last 6 points for Marshall. And the pass picked off. Going the other way. Marshall. Izzy Harness picked it off. Down the floor. Shot up. Won't go. Blocking foul called. 2 free throws upcoming. Let me double check the roster there on number 1.
Jackets careless for the basketball there. Marshall picked it off, and now their lone substitute so far tonight will head to the free throw line. And she misses the first one.
Number 1 is Parker Pruitt. She's a freshman, a 9th grader that's moved up to play tonight. This might be her first senior high game if their tournament ended last week. I know we can talk about that as the night goes on. Clinton Juniors were in action last night. Pruitt misses the free throw, but Marshall gets the rebound. They lead 26-21. Shot won't go. Miss. Inside Pruitt gets the rebound, but she's tied up. An alternate possession. It'll go to Marshall.
2 offensive rebounds on this one possession. 1 on the free throw, 1 off the shot. The Yellow Jackets have got to rebound the basketball better.
Looking to inbound the ball. Oh, pretty play. Bounce pass inside. Blair gets it in the lane, and they're unable to score. Back out Ragland behind the three-point line, closely guarded by Wallace. Hands it off to Miley Harris. Ball high on the floor. 12 seconds on the shot. Down to 10. Up high post. Michaela Blair dribbles across the lane. Katie Gifford not going to let her get to the basket. Parker Pruitt's three-point attempt won't go. Long rebound. Marshall saves it in bounds. They save the possession. Pruitt gets a shot, but it's blocked into the hands of Kaylin Lastly, and Pruitt's going to step up and commit the personal foul.
Jackets dodge a bullet there. Marshall had 3 shots at it, but Yellow Jackets come away with the basketball with 2 minutes to go, trailing by 5.
26-21.
Marshall still packed in that zone defense.
Clinton led most of the first quarter. Marshall has led all of the second. Lexi Wallace going to get inside, split a couple defenders, gets a clean shot off. It won't go. Marshall with the rebound, and the Yellow Jackets with the foul. This may be their 5th team foul here in the second quarter. It is. It is Lexi Wallace, her second personal. 5th team foul means that Marshall is going to have 2 free throws at the other end. the first free throw up. It won't go by Michaela Blair. Maggie Gresham returns to the ball game. Kenna Collins out. Blair misses her second free throw. Gresham with the rebound. Outlet pass to Wallace. With the dribble. And she moves for the double dribble. So turnover. Back to Marshall. Minute 41, second quarter. Up and in comes Gracie Linville. And Lexi Wallace out. (26-21), the Bobcat lead. Up the floor, Blair outside the lane. She's going to drive, spin, count the basket and the foul. She took that high near the free throw line. She dribbled across the lane, kept the ball out, but with her left hand away from the defender as she was trailing out of the lane, just kind of scooped it up, maybe hoping to get it off the glass. She did, and she's fouled. Misses the free throw. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets, 28-21.
Yeah, I think I have to drop a second defender down on top of her. She just playing behind her. She just turns her back and spins to the basket.
Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Marshall. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets just in front of the Bobcat bench.
New coach this year for Marshall, Josephine Tibbin, the head coach for Marshall. Last year's coach is now the head coach at Greers Ferry Westside.
And a pass picked off. Bobcats with the steal. Miley Harris with it. Up the floor. And she's going to travel with the basketball. Give it right back. Lexi Wallace quickly returns. Kaylin Lastly out.
Each team back-to-back turnovers here. See if the Yellow Jackets can get going. And they're down by 7, the largest deficit of the night.
1 minute remaining here in the second quarter. Olivia Johnson for three up from the right side. Good, Olivia Johnson. That's her second three. She's got 10 points and cuts the Marshall lead to 28-24.
Jackets hit a defensive stop really bad here in the final minute.
Miley Harris back outside. Blair, Anna Ragland fakes the three, gets around Linville. Gracie catches up, going to force her to toss it back out. High, long three by Blair. Won't go, off the back of the rim. Parker Pruitt trying to come up with it, ends up out of bounds and belongs to the Yellow Jackets just below our broadcast position. 27 seconds in the corner. Shot clock off. Clinton trails by 2 possessions. Let's see if they can pick up one or possibly a quick 2 if they could score and get the ball back. Wallace across midcourt. Defender there, back to Johnson. They leave her open. Here we go. The three is up and in. Back-to-back threes. 28-27, 16 seconds. Marshall across midcourt. Down the floor. A steal. Wallace has it. 9 seconds. And committing the foul, the Bobcats going to be whistled with 7 seconds to go in the second quarter. Izzy Harness, her first foul. Well, how about that? Maybe you couldn't have writ the script better. Trailing by 1, you got 7.6 to get it down the floor.
Yeah, Jackets on a 6-0 run. Chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Wallace, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Johnson on the dribble, going to have to get the shot off. Maybe. It went through. The official says it counts. 29-28. The Yellow Jackets score, 5 points in the final 20-so seconds of the second quarter. They regain the lead 29-28. They'll head to the locker room. Looks like the Spirit Squads will take over half court here, Marshall and Clinton. Catch us on the live stream. We'll take a short break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blag Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
And Jeff Hall, halftime 29-28 is the Yellow Jacket lead. Both senior boys team going to warm up out on the floor during this break. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But joining me for the halftime broadcast, Blaze Thomas is here. Blaze is running the live stream from Marshall, and Blaze does a fantastic job with audio, video, the live stream at Marshall. They do a good job. And Blaze, also, you want to keep up with weather in North Central Arkansas, Van Buren and Searcy County. You might see him on the internet, on Facebook. You might see him talked about on Fox News, Channel 16 at Little Rock. And always appreciate Blaze. And maybe before we finish up, we can talk about that Monday morning forecast, whether we're going to get snow in Searcy County. But thanks for joining us tonight, Blaze. Always enjoy seeing you when we can. And a very good girls ball game there in the first half.
Absolutely. It's definitely a close matchup. They're, Marshall kind of takes the lead, and then Clinton's like, wait a minute, we're still in this. And just like that, we're ending the second quarter, and Clinton's ahead.
One thing we talked about, my colleague, is the Marshall, your girls, you might play in the best Class 2A conference in all the state. Well, you got Mount Vernon and Enola, you got Quitman, and is it maybe Izard County might be good this year on girls. And so you play very good competition in your own conference.
Absolutely. At the end of conference, we finished third in conference. But when we played Mount Vernon Enola, it was a close game, at least up to about halftime. And then after that, they made some adjustments, and then, you know how it went.
Right.
But all in all, I thought Marshall did really good against Mount Vernon Enola. We haven't played Quitman in a while, but it's just we're seeing good things out of our team.
So you got district tournament next week. Where's that going to be at?
It's going to be at ICC.
ICC, Izard County Consolidated. You going to be live streaming?
We're going to be live streaming all
folks going to keep up with the Bobcats, and hopefully that pays off. What we've learned in the last couple of years on senior girls and this year in senior boys is Clinton plays a really tough non-conference schedule. They play Class 6A, 5A, good schools from other classifications, and they lose some games early in the season, but by the time we get to the end, we can tell the difference on what playing those really good teams have paid off. And so hopefully for your crew, and even this game tonight, stepping up playing Class 4A Clinton, it's going to pay off when you get to district tournament next week, hopefully region and state for the Bobcats.
Right. It's a tough matchup tonight, especially like you said, playing a 4A team and being a 2A team. But, not taking anything away from the girls' game, but I'm excited. We're excited about this game, but I'm also excited about the boys' game, too.
Well, that's what I want to ask. So some polls have the Marshall Bobcats senior boys as the number one team in all of Class 2A. You're taking on Clinton, ranked as one of the top 10 teams in Class 4A. We're looking forward to this night, and arguably it's a team game. but you probably have the best player in Class 2A on the best team. You got Peyton DePriest and his teammates in Marshall. He scored 58, I think, in a game a few weeks ago.
Yep.
I saw him in the first Service Bank tournament here to start the season. Man, I'm looking forward to watching the Bobcats play the Yellow Jackets.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's just an impressive guy, you know, and it's like he can shoot from anywhere. You know, it's like NBA range, and, you know, if you've got a defender that's blocking him, he'll jump higher than the defender and he'll shoot it and make it. You know, I mean, and I'm excited to see how many jump shots he takes tonight, but literally they're in-air jump shots. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, looking forward to that. And here in this final conference matchup for you all before you head to your conference tournament for Clinton, our conference does not play a conference tournament. We go straight to regional tournament. The top 4 seeds do. Clinton has already booked that on the girls and boys. So we got one more week of conference play, Heber Springs and I think Little Rock Hall next week. But this is the final tune-up for your crew, and we certainly hope it's a good tune-up for your girls, for your boys. I know your boys made it to the state championship last year. Came up a little bit short in that final game, but we'd love to see you go on and maybe take a championship this year.
Absolutely. Hey, that's the goal. That's the goal. I would love to win the championship.
Yep.
So thank you.
Well, thanks, Blaze Thomas. Hey, they're going to start back. Well, you got to get on the video. We got to get on the video. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Mike Colley, I got to talk senior boys with Blaze. I got to talk senior girls. I didn't get to talk to him about the weather and if it's going to snow on Monday morning in Searcy County and Van Buren County.
Hey,
so.
if anybody knows, Blaze will know.
Here we go, 29-28. Yellow Jackets took the lead with 5 points in the final seconds of the second quarter. And going to open up a steal. Ball gets loose. Clinton comes up with it. Gresham, Parks, Wallace, Gifford, Olivia Johnson. Olivia had, 10 in that first half. She's going to get a shot here from the corner to start the second half. She misses. Rebound tipped around. Marshall comes up with it.
Yeah, Olivia had
3-point field goal by Izzy Harness. 31-29, Marshall back in front.
Olivia had 15 points in the first half on 3 threes. Abigail Parks with 5. And Lexi Wallace had 4.
I was wrong. You got her I got her 13, not 10, right? How much you got Olivia for?
15.
15.
Abigail Parks back in to start the second half for Clinton. She has 2 fouls.
Anna Ragland, Makila Blair, Audra Blair, Miley Harris, and did I say Anna Ragland? And Izzy Harness for the Bobcats. Down low, Blair. Turn around. That's not Blair. Excuse me. Yes, it's Audrey Blair. Misses. Clinton with the rebound. Wallace on the dribble. Lexley had 4 points, 1 3-point field goal, and a free throw in the first half. Gresham up high to Gifford. Catches, turns, shoots, fouled. Katie Gifford going to go to the free throw line. The pass from Maggie Gresham.
Clinton 2 for 4 in the first half at the line. Maggie with a nice entry pass to Katie Gifford, slashing to the basket.
And she'll miss the first. Had Katie with 2 points. I think she had the first 2 of the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, she gets the free throw. 31-30. Marshall in front. Clinton a man-to-man. Head fake, drive the lane. Gifford defending. Katie going to reach in, commit the foul. And 2 free throws upcoming for Audrey Blair.
Blair had 11 in the first half. That's Audrey Blair, Michaela Blair, 8 points. And then Anna Ragland with 4, and Miley Harris with 3.
Blair gets the first. Gifford out. Brown in for the Yellow Jackets. Audrey Blair, I think I've got her with 11. And she gets the second free throw as well. 33-30, the 3-point lead. Abigail Parks takes the inbound pass. Abigail had 5 points in the first half, a 3 and 2. Lexi Wallace off the dribble, pull up 3, won't go. Rebound. Audrey Blair, turn, get it up the floor herself. over the top. The pass inside, a little bit of a side step. Drawing the foul from the Yellow Jackets is Michaela Blair, and she's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think it'll be 3 now on Abigail. I want to mention Abigail's mom, Jamie, at home tonight with the flu, watching in tonight. So hopefully we can bring you a victory tonight. Her spirit squads are working down to our right.
Michaela Blair misses the first. She'll have a second. Misses it. So Marshall's missed some free throws tonight, or they would have a bigger lead beyond this 33-30 here with 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Wallace on the dribble, over to Linville, inside to Brown. Now back outside, cross-court pass. Olivia Johnson. And Anna Ragland going to try to, ball got loose around the ankles of Johnson. Ragland reaches in, tries to take it away. Official's going to whistle her for a foul. Gresham at the post, spin inside, up high, bounces out, won't go. Rebound to Molly Harris.
Good move by Maggie, just couldn't get us to go in. Yellow Jackets have got to start attacking those offensive boards, get some second shots.
Ragland, Harris, Blair, good ball movement. Harness in the lane, kick out, get it into the corner to Harris. And good Clinton defense. Now going to dribble down. Shot up. Contested. Foul called on Caden Brown. Sends Andra Blair to the free throw line.
Yeah, we keep allowing Marshall, the Blair girls, to get too deep. We got a little size advantage on them, but they're pretty quick, and then they back us deep and spin. We got to get maybe the second defender to come down on top of them.
Blair makes the first. Katie Grifford returns. Maggie Gresham out. Misses the second. Rebound to Caden Brown. Quick outlet pass to Olivia Johnson. She'll get it across midcourt. Marshall back in a zone. Pass up high to Gifford. Defense converges. Toss it back out. Open player Wallace. Now she's going to drive into the lane. Shot up won't go. Gets her own rebound. The putback up and in. 2-pointer by Lexi Wallace.
Lexi has 6.
34-32. It's been a one-possession game here since the second half got underway. 4 minutes, 30 seconds, third quarter.
Trying to post Gracie Limble inside.
Izzy Harness with it. Olivia Johnson defending. And they'll get the ball to Audra Blair. And Caden Brown's going to reach in, commit the foul. Clinton's 4th team foul for Caden Brown. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul.
Marshall going to shoot for the next 4 minutes and 20 seconds here.
Ball behind the three-point line. Molly Harris for 3. It's up. Won't go. Offside rebound to Wallace. Pass ahead to Olivia Johnson. Back to the left side. Wallace going to drive the lane. Use her body. Kind of shield a little bit. Get the shot up and in. Boy, Lexi. And a turnover. A travel in the backcourt. Tied at 34. Yellow Jackets will have the basketball and a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, the Marshall player caught the basketball facing her own baseline. Didn't know Gracie Limble was right behind her and then turned right into her for a travel.
Into the corner, catch and shoot 3. Caden Brown in and out, won't go. Marshall with the rebound. And quickly down the floor goes Michaela Blair. Back to Ragland on the dribble. Draws the double team. Back to Blair in the lane. Off her foot, she recovers. Swinging on the left side, fake the 3, pull up 2. In and out, won't go. Offside rebound, put back. Harness misses, tipped around. And Gracie Linville comes up with it. Her pass picked off. They're going the other way. Linville to defend. Blair with the basketball. Gets in the lane. Gracie Linville steals it away low, but she's whistled for the foul. 2 free throws.
Jackets had some unforced turnovers tonight. PA made them pay on Tuesday, though. They converted a lot of those turnovers into baskets.
And Michaela Blair with the free throw. I've got her with 9 points thus far in the ball game. It's Blair and Blair leading the way for Marshall. Audrey and Michaela. And the second free throw is good. Inbound the ball to Lexi Wallace quickly across midcourt, back to the middle of the floor, lets her teammates get set. Marshall in the zone, kind of forcing the Yellow Jackets to keep the ball out high. Ball's going to drive deep, kick it out to Brown. And Caden lost the handle on that one. Maybe tried to get it back, make the pass. Instead, she's whistled for the travel. 36-34. Marshall leading, 3:04 in the third. Brown out, and who returned? There's substitutes in so fast and furious. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with who's on the floor. Pass inside. Shot off the glass. Good. That by Audrey Blair. Kind of got
now it's an inside game versus an outside game. Marshall's trying to get everything up under the basket. Jackets still working the perimeter.
Lexi Wallace with the pass, ends up open, and the three-point field goal good. Wallace, that's her second three. I've got her with 11 points. Timeout, the Yellow Jackets, 2:29 in the third. We'll take a break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Jackets about one at the half. They trail by one. 2:22 left in the third.
Molly Harris, her three won't go. Rebound the Yellow Jackets. Linville, but Harris is going to get back and pick off the outlet pass up the floors. Linville tried to get it to midcourt. Marshall back with the ball and the lead, 38-37. And kick it out. Harris now behind the three-point line, defended by Gifford. Back to Anna Ragland. Down low, they're going to post up. Spin inside, left hand, off the glass, good. And kind of last maybe a couple series, they're kind of isolating, kind of down low, getting that pass inside.
They give Blair credit. They ran a second defender at her, so she spun the opposite direction and scored.
Lexi Wallace misses the three, but Kaylin Lassie with the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds, belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Abigail Parks returns, Caden Brown returns, Lastly out, Linville out. So Parks, Brown, Wallace, Gifford, and Johnson. Inbounds play. Wallace gets it. Going to drive the lane. And up and in. Lexi Wallace. You know, Lexi may going to be one of the smallest players on the floor anytime she's out there, but just such a good job of using her body control. She can get in the lane, and she can kind of shield herself. She can get her shots off, and she's the leading scorer for Clinton in the ballgame.
Got three of those runners here in the third quarter, and another foul on Clinton.
Molly Harris on the drive, draws the foul. She'll have two free throws. Marshall leading by one, 40-39, a minute 14 in the third. As Harris gets the first, I think that's her fourth point. And the second, 42-39. Wallace across midcourt. Marshall zone. Yellow Jackets out high. Three-point shot by Abigail Parks. Off the rim, won't go. Ball out of bounds. It belongs to Marshall. 57 seconds to go in the third.
Marshall's done a pretty good job defensively, not allowing Clinton to get on any type of a run other than right before the end of the first half when the Yellow Jackets were down 28-21, came back to take a 1-point lead at the half.
On the dribble, into the lane, back to Ragland. She'll drive the lane, count the basket. It looked like, and Ragland to the free throw line, a chance at the traditional three-point play. Lexi Wallace, her third personal. Fouls are kind of piling up on Clinton here the ball game. They got so many players in and out. I don't think there's anyone with more than three, but several players whistled 4 fouls in the ball game. 40 seconds and a 6-point lead by Marshall.
And Marshall's starting to shoot free throws better now here in the second half.
Wallace and Parks playing pass and catch out high. And Johnson over to Lexi Wallace. She's open for three. It's up. This one off the back of the rim. And rebound to Miley Harris. 20 seconds. Marshall has it. Cross midcourt. Long pass. Almost threw it out of bounds. Marshall's going to save it, but it's back inbounds to Clinton. Wallace, 10 seconds. Has the ball. Defense in front of her. They knock it away from behind and save it. 5 seconds. Bobcats, midcourt. 3, 2, 1. They have to get the shot off behind the three-point line. Up, short. It won't go. But the third quarter comes to an end. It's the Lady Bobcats 45, the Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets 39. Fourth and final quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Well, the Jackets, who led by 1 at the half, were outscored 17-10 in the third quarter. They trailed 45-39 going into the final period. They'll have the ball to start the quarter. See if Coach Post see what his adjustments maybe made to get inside this Marshall zone defense. They played it since the beginning of the ball game. Marshall basically has only played 5 players tonight. They had one substitute came in for a couple of minutes of the second quarter.
And your 5 on the floor here to start the fourth. Abigail Parks, Lexi Wallace, Olivia Johnson, Katie Gifford, and Caden Brown. Wallace, the leading scorer for Clinton. Olivia Johnson, 15 you've got her for, I think, and maybe 13 for Lexi Wallace, but a miss. And we're going the other way, Marshall with it. No other players besides those two have made more than 2 field goals in the ball game. So Wallace and Johnson doing the scoring for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Anna Ragland for 3. Up, won't go. Rebound, Caden Brown. Quickly to Lexi Wallace. Long pass ahead. Abigail Parks, pull up 3 off the dribble. This one won't go. Caden Brown with the rebound inside. Foul going to be whistled on Miley Harris for the Bobcats.
Maybe a good sign there. Yellow Jackets got the clear rebound on the defensive end. Started a fast break. Had a good look there from Abigail. Didn't get it to go, but then Caden Brown got the rebound. So rebounds on each end. Maybe that's a good sign for the Yellow Jackets. Marshall's pretty much dominated the boards tonight. See if they can get something going here.
Maggie Gresham into the ball game. Katie Gifford out. And Abigail Park's going to come off a screen into the corner. Takes the pass. Her shot is up. Won't go. Offside rebound to Gresham. She's fouled on the putback. She'll go to the free throw line for 2. And, boy, you kind of like that combination. If you can get Parks open in the corner, and then you've got Gresham waiting for an offside rebound. If by chance she misses it, you could have. That looked like the way you would have drawn it up there. Gresham at the free throw line.
Yeah, Coach Post with a good inbounds play to get Abigail open. And then Maggie makes her presence known as soon as she comes in on that offside rebound.
Gets the first. 2 free throws made. That's the only points I've got tonight for Maggie Gresham.
14 on Tuesday at Pulaski Academy.
Misses the second. Marshall with a rebound. Michaela Blair And they're going to lose it out of bounds, but last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Just in front of the Marshall Bobcat bench. Inbound the ball to Ragland, defended by Lexi Wallace. .45-40. Clinton trails. Into the corner, Miley Harris. Into the post, turn around, shot good. Audrey Blair, 2 more, leading scorer for Marshall tonight, 47-40. Bounce pass to Gresham at the post, looks at her double team in front of her, back out to Olivia Johnson. Her 3 won't go off the rim. Rebound by Audrey Blair, and Caden Brown trying to get the rebound or take it away, whistled for the foul. First team foul here in the fourth quarter. That's her 4th personal. She'll leave the ball game. Katie Gifford returns.
Jackets are going to maybe extend the defense to full court here, see if they maybe force a few turnovers.
In the backcourt, Johnson Parks going to dribble by, pull up in the lane, shot by Blair. Short, might have been blocked. Long pass, Wallace ahead to Parks. Pull up 3 off the dribble. Good, Abigail Parks.
That was a really tough shot. She had to catch it, regain her balance, and kind of shoot it without stepping over the line. That was a great shot by Parks.
Marshall tries to answer. They missed the 3. Clinton with a rebound. Clinton with a chance. Down to 4. Can they get it to a 1-possession game? This time down the floor. Gresham just behind the free throw line. Bounces around. Off the rim. Rebound to Anna Ragland. A little bit of pressure, but Marshall's going to get this one up the floor, cross midcourt. 5:28 remaining in the ball game. Marshall 47, Clinton 43. Harris looking inside. That's Blair. Audrey Blair calling for the ball with Gifford behind her. It's Anna Ragland for 3. It's off the rim, won't go. Deep. Marshall cleared out. Clinton got that rebound. Katie Gifford. Ahead to Wallace. Lexi fakes right, left, step back, shoot the 3. Good, Lexi Wallace. Back-to-back 3s by Clinton. Marshall wants a timeout. 47-46. 5:05. And how do you see the next 5 minutes shaping up, Mike Holly?
So I can see a little spark there. Marshall's missed a couple of shots, and the Yellow Jackets with a little bit of a spark here now. Cut back within 47-46. And back-to-back 3s by Parks and Lexi Wallace get the Yellow Jackets back in there. Marshall still trying to pin us down on the block down there. I'm not sure why they didn't throw it in that time either. They kicked it around the perimeter, missed the shot, and we'll take it. But, yeah, things are starting to pick up a little bit. We're starting to rebound the ball a little bit better. But can't let Marshall catch the ball so deep on the other end, though, if we're going to play behind them. All right. Still 5:05 left in this one. You'd like to get ahead, too, put a little pressure on Marshall. They've been playing in the lead all night long. It's easy to play when you're ahead. Put a little pressure on them here on the road.
And how important do you think this game is for the Lady Yellow Jackets? It's non-conference. They got 1 week left.
Oh, I think because it's local, it's a Marshall. I think it's important to them. You know, if it was a non-conference game with somebody we're not really accustomed to playing. And if you're a player, you come to play every game if you're a competitor. And they want to get that bad taste out of their mouth from Tuesday night.
Out of the timeout, Marshall basketball. Clinton's going to beat a full court press. Looks like a zone press. 1-2-1-1. Marshall's going to beat it quickly across midcourt, but the defense between Izzy Harness and the basket. Molly Harris now with it. Back to Harness. The dribble. Parks defending. Ragland in the corner. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Harris with it. High post inside. And a little hand play there, maybe trying to knock the ball away. Is it Johnson? If not, it's Maggie Gresham whistled for the foul.
Not a whole lot there. And when we play 4A conference basketball games, I don't want to offend anybody, but those usually aren't fouls at our level.
That was Olivia Johnson, her second, the team's second. Bobcats get it inbounds. Rakela Blair gets it, wants to spin in the lane. Parks defending, shot up, won't go. There you go, Parks with the rebound.
Got 2 defenders drop down that time. And she spun right into one.
Olivia Johnson for three in the lead. It's good. 3 straight three-point field goals. Johnson's fourth, 49-47.
A 9-0 run for Clinton. It was 47-40 just a minute ago.
Pass into the block. Kick it out to Harris. Her three is up. It won't go. Rebound Gresham. Ahead to Olivia Johnson. She's on the right side. She's going to dribble. Take it in the lane. Shot short. And Marshall's going to come up away with it. Under 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Bobcats on the dribble. Inside. Ball knocked away. Johnson comes up with it. Quickly out to Lexi Wallace. 2 defenders in front of her. She's going to take on, keep her dribble, get in the lane, split them, scoop it. Can't go. Marshall with a rebound.
Ooh, Jackets had 2 chances to extend the lead.
Izzy Harness behind the defense. 2-point field goal is good. We are tied at 49.
And Jackets had 2 shots to extend the lead to 4. Couldn't do it. Now they got to go back to work.
Johnson with a long three. This one's short off the rim, but a long rebound by Wallace. Abigail gets it in the corner. Her three's up. It won't go. Marshall, rebound. Audra Blair on the dribble. Gifford reaches in, commits the foul. 3:13 remaining. Third team foul on the Yellow Jackets. I think Marshall's going to be at the free throw line before this one's over in the fourth quarter, and that could make a difference going down the stretch. If they can convert their free throw opportunities. Olivia Johnson out and Gracie Linville in. So you got Linville, Gresham, Gifford, Parks, and Wallace. Those were your 5 that started the ball game tonight for Coach Matthew Post. Tammy Hodges-Johnson on the dribble. Inside, forces it up. Michaela Blair misses a second one. The putback, she's fouled from behind on her shot attempt. 2 free throws for Michaela Blair. 4th team foul. And is that Maggie Gresham? It's her first personal. And the first one's up and in. 50-49, Marshall back in front. Well, this big crowd's getting what they wanted. There's a lot of Marshall folks below our broadcast position. A lot of Clinton folks on the other side. As Michaela Blair gets both free throws. So they're getting their money's worth tonight. Wallace, Gresham, Linville, back to Lexi, looks inside. Out to Abigail Parks. She's open this time, alone. Off the rim, won't go. Gresham for the rebound. They'll try to take it away from her, and she's able to get it out to a teammate. Clinton clears with the shot clock. Parks, Wallace, Linville behind the three-point line. Gifford low, Gresham high. In the lane, long three for Abigail Parks. Won't go off the rim. Gresham for the rebound. Back out high. They'll swing it left. Lexi Wallace for 3. Won't go off the back of the rim. And Maggie's going to kind of go over the top of a Bobcat trying to get the rebound. She's whistled for the foul. Her second, the team's 5th. And here we go. Marshall's going to shoot free throws. The 5th team foul by the Yellow Jackets going to put Marshall in the 2-shot foul. I know we used to call it the double bonus. There's no 1-and-1 anymore, so I don't know it's the double bonus. They're going to shoot 2 free throws every foul for the remainder of the ball game.
And Marshall shot them much better here in the second half, too. They left a lot of points off the board in the first half by missing free throws.
Audra Blair gets the first, and the second is in the air, and it's good. I've got her with 5 free throws made. 53-49, Marshall back in front. 2:22 clock running here in the fourth quarter.
11 of 12 at the free throw line in the second half.
Up high, Gresham dribbles down low, spins in the lane. Away from a defender, 2-pointer, up and in. Maggie Gresham, her first field goal, her first point. Timeout on the floor, 2:13 remaining. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pregame Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Well, this is going right down to the wire. Like I said, by 1 at the half. They trailed by 6 going into the fourth quarter. And they led just moments ago. Now trail 53-51 with a couple of minutes left.
Miley Harris, Anna Ragland, Michaela Blair, Audra Blair, and I think that's Parker Pruitt back in the ballgame. She played in the first half. This was her first appearance in the second half for the Bobcats. Under 2 minutes remaining. A 2-point lead for Marshall. Shot clock in effect. Miley Harris for 3. Won't go. Off the rim. Rebound tipped out. Marshall comes up with it. Oh, Parker Pruitt's behind the defense. And she takes the pass and scores. Her first field goal. It's a big one. Marshall back in front by 4.
Yeah, she kept the rebound alive and ended up scoring the 2 points.
Abigail Parks, her 3 misses. Rebound by Anna Ragland. Minute 30 seconds to go. Trailing by 4. On the dribble. Take it inside. Toss it back out. Linville knocks it away. Pruitt recovers. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Marshall with the basketball and the lead. Maybe at this point, you let it play out. Avoid a foul that would send Marshall to the free throw line. We're under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ragland, Blair on the dribble. Oh, no. And on the drive outside the lane, Parks, we got a bad view on them. It looks like it was a block up high. The official is going to say there must have been some contact. Abigail Parks for the foul. 2 free throws for Blair.
And with only 2 seconds on the shot clock.
I thought that was going to be a block or a miss, and instead it's Michaela Blair for another free throw made. And that was Abigail Parks' 4th personal foul in the ballgame. And Blair gets the second free throw. 57-51. Under a minute to play. Wallace, Parks, Olivia Johnson. It's been Johnson and Wallace leading the scoring for the Yellow Jackets tonight.
Somebody got to shoot the 3 here.
And defense forcing the Yellow Jackets. Nothing easy. Time's coming off the clock. We're down to 35 seconds. 25 seconds have gone off on this possession. Abigail Parks for a 3. It won't go. Rebound. And Marshall recovers. Caden Brown reaches in to knock it away. Caden's whistled for the foul. 25 seconds remaining. Marshall's going to shoot 2 free throws. Caden Brown may have fouled out. Trying to remember how many fouls she has. I'm waiting for the scoreboard. That is her 5th personal foul. So Caden Brown will lead the ball game. Gracie Linville will return. More importantly, Marshall's got a 6-point lead, and they got 2 free throws upcoming for Anna Ragland. All right. Alec Huey getting off the ESPN broadcast.
Yep.
The high school ESPN broadcast. We may clarify that. Anna Ragland.
Marshall will shoot the 28th free throw of the ball game.
And she gets the second. Marshall's biggest lead of the ball game. We're down to 25 seconds to go. Olivia Johnson for a long 3. It won't go. Rebound Marshall. 18 seconds. And the Bobcats are going to get the win tonight. Let's see if this is the final score. If Clinton will foul. They're playing aggressive, but not intentionally fouling. Down to 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Marshall looks up at the clock. And the Lady Bobcats get the win tonight. The Class 2A Lady Bobcats knock off the Class 4A Lady Yellow Jackets here at the arena. It was a tight one for most of the night. Scoreboard maybe slightly deceiving. Marshall's biggest lead of the night is the final, 59-51. The teams will shake hands across midcourt. They'll join together for a post-game prayer, Clinton and Marshall. Stay with us here on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, KHPQ Facebook page. We'll step off the mic here for just a moment. When we return, we'll give you some final numbers, and we'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Drug, by Pistol Gun and Pawn, by ALA Beauty, Robertson Real Estate and Auctioneer Incorporated, by Clinton Physical Therapy and Fitness, by Ryan's Main Street Grill, Sun Gas Propane, Moix RV, and Judy King School of Dance. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's Yellow Jacket coverage.
We have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when a patient is sick, diagnosed with a cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for a year and a half, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Hey, back here at Yellow Jacket Arena, Lady Yellow Jackets dropped this one by a score of 59-51. Marshall led 16-13 into the first quarter. Clinton outscored them 16-12. In fact, went on a 6-0 run in the final minutes to eke out a 29-28 lead at the half. Marshall retook the lead, outscoring the Yellow Jackets 17-10 in that third quarter to lead 45-39. And then the Yellow Jackets trailed it by 47-40, and then a Parks three-pointer made it 47-43. Alexi Wallace three-pointer made it 47-46, and the Yellow Jackets took their only lead of the second half, 49-47.
All right, yeah.
They scored 9 straight points to take the lead. Marshall tied the game at 49, and then on a basket went ahead 51-49 and never trailed the rest of the way. In fact, it was, though, a two-point game, 53-51, with only 2:13 left in the fourth quarter, but the Yellow Jackets did not score again. Marshall went on a 6-0 run to end the ball game, won by a score of 59-51. Scoring for Marshall, Michaela Blair with 14 points on the night, Anna Ragland with 8 points. Audrey Blair led the Bobcats with 23. Izzy Harness had 5 points. Parker Pruitt off the bench, 2 points, and Miley Harris had 5 points. Marshall got to the line 28 times in the ball game, 16 of 28, 57%. They made 3 3-point baskets. For the Yellow Jackets, Lexi Wallace, 16 on the night for the sophomore. 12 of those in the second half, including 3 3-pointers. Maggie Gresham with 4 points. Gracie Limbaugh did not score tonight. Katie Gifford had 3 points. Caden Brown with 2 points. Olivia Johnson, the leading scorer tonight for the Yellow Jackets. She had 18 points, including 4 3-point baskets. And Abigail Parks with 8 points on the night, including 2 3-point baskets. She missed part of the game tonight in foul trouble. The Yellow Jackets only got to the free throw line 8 times, made 4 of 8 for 50%, and they made 9 3-pointers in the ball game. But the difference in the ball game, Marshall made 12 more free throws than Clinton, and they won by 8, 59-51. Your first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, Olivia Johnson, 18 points on the night, including 4 3-point baskets for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Olivia, the sophomore, coming off the bench tonight, and want to thank First Arkansas Bank and Trust for their support of Yellow Jacket athletics.
Individual, just a couple bright spots there. Olivia and Lexi Wallace kind of carrying the team offensively. The only other bright spot is the girls did look healthier than they did on Tuesday night. It's going to be tough after losing 2 games this week. Girls aren't used to losing in January and February, the Clinton senior girls, but hopefully they can get back on track next week. 2 conference games, especially the big one on Tuesday night. So hopefully that's a good one to get up for when you face Heber Springs. But good to see them healthy back up there on the floor.
Huge ball game on Tuesday night. Sole possession of first place on the line as the Yellow Jackets travel to Heber Springs. I have a man, Steve Padgett drops in here. And the Yellow Jackets travel to Heber Springs on Tuesday night. That is for sole possession of first place. The Yellow Jackets have a 1-game lead over Heber Springs and Little Rock, or Pulaski Academy. If Heber Springs wins that game, there'll be a 3-way tie for first, and then you'll have to go to the tiebreakers, try to figure out who gets that 1, 2, and 3 seed when they go to Brooklyn the following week for the regional tournament. So everything on the line Tuesday as the Yellow Jackets travel to Heber Springs. And we need a huge crowd to make the trip across the lake, try to turn the Panther Den into the Yellow Jacket nest on Tuesday night.
Yeah, we'll have that broadcast for you. And when you look around the state and you'll see all these other teams in district tournaments next week, just remember they are, but we're not. Our conference regular season before we head to regional tournament. Well, let's turn our attention to the senior boys game. Clinton and Marshall warming up. I thought this was going to be the marquee event tonight. I didn't know how the girls' game would be. We had a really competitive girls' game. Unfortunately came up short for the home team, but it was a good game to call. It was well played. And now we're going to be treated to one of the top 10 teams in Class 4A, the Yellow Jackets, against some say the number 1 team in all of Class 2A, the Marshall Bobcats.
Yeah, Marshall went all the way to the state championship game last year before losing, and they've had another good year, including their leading scorer, Peyton Dupriest. And he can definitely light it up. He's had games this year of 58 and 43 this season. Yellow Jackets coming off a win on Tuesday night. Their 14th in a row as they beat Pulaski Academy on the road Tuesday night. Had to battle the entire game for that one. Ended up winning by 11, but only had a 1-point lead heading into the final period of that one to win. Zane Widener led the Yellow Jackets with 26 points that night. Marshall actually coming off a loss on Tuesday at Bay. That's just south of Jonesboro. Usually one of the perennial Class A powers in basketball. Marshall traveled to Bay, lost a close one there on Tuesday night, 79-67. They've won 6 of the last 8 coming into this one. They're actually finishing a tie for first in their conference. I think they got the tiebreaker for the district tournament next week. But actually, them and Sloan Hendricks went 11-3 in conference play. They split the season series, each team winning on the other team's home floor. And then Cedar Ridge and Izard County right behind those two with 10-4 records. But the Marshall comes in tonight with a record of 24-7, 11-3 in their conference. 24-7. They've already played 31 basketball games this year. The Yellow Jackets, this will be, looking at my notes from the other night, this will be game number 26 for Clinton. Of course, the Yellow Jacket football season lasts a little bit longer than the Marshall football season. Marshall playing 8-man football. I think they actually only play 8 weeks of football and then some playoffs in 8-man football. Yellow Jackets didn't get started until the second week of November after finishing up in the playoffs this year.
And what Senior Boys did do, they did pick up their 20th win of the season, in that Victor Pulaski Academy, kind of a marker there in your season.
Yeah, win number 20-6 on the year for the Yellow Jackets for that win at Pulaski Academy, and the 14th in a row, dating back to a road loss in Russellville back in December before Christmas.
And historically dating back to, am I correct? I think that the Clinton Senior Boys have not had a winning streak of that many games in how long, how many years?
We're not exactly sure. We just know the 84 team won 22 in a row. So, not sure what happened in between there. The 1953 state champs only won 11 in a row at one point, 9 in a row at another point. So, but I'm probably safe to say 14 may be the best streak since 84.
And Clinton again's played quality opponents this year. I know recently watching the overall top 10 rankings for across the state, all classifications, 6A down to 1A. Clinton played 3 of the top teams in all of the state, that being played Russellville, played Bryant, and played Little Rock Christian, a team that they beat here in double overtime on their home floor.
Also played Cabot, Fort Smith Northside.
And public address announcer Brian Henderson set to introduce the starting lineups for tonight for the Marshall Bobcats and the Clinton Yellow Jackets.
Jackets probably need some more scoring tonight, though. They only had 4 players that scored at PA on Tuesday, and the big 3 of Carter Holland, Zane Widener, and Dawson Burgess. They had 60-something of the Yellow Jackets points on Tuesday night. In fact, they had 45, 55, 61 of Clinton's points on Tuesday night. 61 of 69.
As the lights go out here in the arena, we'll look for the Clinton announcement of Clinton starting lineup. If you're watching us on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, Aaron Duhan is our video engineer for the broadcast tonight. And look to be, it's going to be Carter Holland for the Yellow Jackets, the junior. And he's going to be joined by Brendan Johnson, only a sophomore for Coach Judson Smith and the Yellow Jackets. A senior for the Yellow Jackets, Zane Widener, your leading scorer from this past Tuesday night. Also, Zane, we can talk about him. Dylan Jones for the Yellow Jackets, a senior. And your 5th and final starter, another senior, Dawson Burgess for the Yellow Jackets. And your leading 3 scorers for Clinton on the season will be Carter Holland, Dawson Burgess, and Zane Widener. And we'll see who's going to be the leading scorer tonight. We got probably the top scorer in Class 2A and Peyton DePriest. We got 3 big scores for Class 4A Clinton. And will a scorer lead his team to victory? We'll see. It'll be Carter Holland to jump center for the Yellow Jackets. It's Jesse Ragland, Cole Harness, Bryce Griffin, Peyton DePriest, and also for the Marshall Bobcats, I had number 12. It's Dylan. I'm going to have to find, make sure I get his last name. Well, I'll have to double check, number 12. But here we go. Bobcats with the opening possession. DePriest, number 0. Hands it off. Griffin, 3-pointer, won't go. Carter Holland for the rebound. Oh, he's fallen out of bounds, saves it back in, but into the hands of Marshall. And the first 2 points up and in by Cole Harness. Early lead. Zane Widener has been running the point, or getting the ball up the floor a lot here in the second half of the season. He's going to put up a 3. Widener, it's up. This won't go off the back of the rim. Dylan Jones for the rebound. Dawson Burgess picks it up in the corner. He'll shoot the 3. And good for Burgess. Boy, he's really had a hot start in recent games, shooting from behind the 3-point line.
I had a huge first half at PA on Tuesday night.
And that one, he kind of had to pick the ball up off the floor and quickly went up in the shot. that wasn't just an easy set three-point shot for Dawson Burgess.
Dawson had 4 threes in the first half on Tuesday, ended up with 19 points. Jackets with a really significant height advantage, so putting on all 5 spots, or at least 4 of the spots for Clinton.
Griffin takes it low for the Bobcats. He gets inside, gets the defenders up and around him, drawing the foul, and that'll send Bryce Griffin to the free throw line. Clinton leading 3-2, 6:47 in the opening quarter. Griffin misses the first. He'll have a second. Clinton with 4 players over 6 foot of the 5 on the floor. Griffin misses the second free throw, and Holland reels in the rebound. The ball and the lead to Widener. Back to Holland. Inside, outside. This time he's going to drive, scoop it up off the glass. Won't go. The tip, the follow by Burgess won't go, but he gets it back. And Burgess with a 2-point field goal and a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, outside of Ragland on the inside, Yellow Jackets have a real advantage in there.
Harness tries a three-pointer, won't go. Down the floor, Johnson comes up with it. Burgess just short of going out of bounds. He's in the corner, misses his 3. Johnson's there for the rebound. His putback, spins, draws the foul. Brendan Johnson to the free throw line.
Give Brendan Johnson credit. That lead pass was a little too far. He hustled. The Marshall kid kind of backed off. And Brendan Johnson beat him to the basketball, kept it alive, and he's going to get rewarded by going to the free throw line.
And Johnson gets the free throw, a 6-2 lead. And the second by Johnson, 7-2. And Clinton defense going to pick up the Bobcats just after they cross midcourt.
Dylan Jones with the assignment on DePriest.
DePriest, I think maybe yet to get a shot off. Pass knocked out of bounds off the hands of Zane Widener. The University of Central Arkansas football signee we saw from, was that on Wednesday?
On Wednesday.
And inbounds pass up and in by Harness. He's got 4 points, all 4 for the Bobcats. Zane Widener fakes, drives, and defender's going to have to foul to send Widener to the free throw line. Was that Ragland? Was that going to be his second? Let me see if that's his first or second. No, that's his first. Zane made that one look easy. Now, remember, Zane's been shooting the three-point field goal this year, but he can take the ball to the rim. That's what we saw him do as a 10th grader up to this point. So you give Zane Widener a step, or if he takes it from you, he's going to get to the rim. He did on that time. He got fouled, but he picks up 2 free throws. 9-4 is the lead.
Yeah, he's got the ability to score at all 3 levels, beyond the 3, mid-range jumper, and, of course, around the basket.
DePriest, catch and shoot 3. Off the pass, off the glass, good. His first field goal. It's a 3, and it's 9-7.
And that's what scorers do. They don't shoot a good ball. They still get a break. That ball bounced off the glass and in as they ran a set play and ran him off a screen.
And Widener answers his catch and shoot 3 from the left side. 12-7. I think at UCA, they may want Zane to come out and play basketball too. He could be a two-way athlete. And away from the basketball, kind of players that may have been Dylan Jones trying to keep DePriest from getting a position to get the basketball.
DePriest, that's maybe the one spot where Marshall has a little bit of a height advantage. He was trying to post up Dylan. Dylan's trying to keep him out of there.
Inbound the ball. Putting a man-to-man. 3-point from behind the line. Won't go. DePriest with the rebound. The putback just over the front of the rim. It falls off. And Clinton with the rebound. Dylan Jones to Widener. He's on the left side. Get the defender, take to the basket. Good. Zane Widener with a nice finish. 14-7.
Zane already with 7, had 26 on Tuesday.
He had a defender glued to his right hip and took it all the way to the basket. Off the glass, good. Some guys probably couldn't finish with that. Ragland turns, spins, shoots, misses. Brendan Johnson with the rebound.
Good defense. Burgess forcing to shoot the ball from 8 feet. He's not going to back Burgess into the basket like he does a lot of teams in 2A.
Widener, 3, won't go off the back of the rim. Long rebound, Dawson Burgess. He'll drive, put it up, too hard off the glass. And the players collide, converge for the rebound. Foul called on the Yellow Jackets. Dawson Burgess, his first foul. The team's third. Substitution, Dylan Jones out, Brendan Johnson out, Gus Scroggins in, Sam Standridge in.
That's one of the keys on a post player. They catch out on the floor, don't allow him to get any closer. They forced him that time to shoot probably a little farther up than he wanted to.
DePriest on the dribble. Kind of up and shooting the 3, misses off the back of the rim. Rebound to Clinton. Widener down the floor, left, right, does it again. This time he has to spin before he draws the foul. That's what the play we saw earlier. He kind of maybe takes a step to the left or looks to the left. This defender steps that way, and then he's got to clear into the lane till he spun and got the shot off. See if he can earn it from the free throw line.
And second foul on Ragland, their interior post player, and that is not a good matchup for Marshall one-on-one. Ragland on Zane Widener.
Widener's free throw, it's his 8th point on the night, 15-7.
And Ragland checks out at the 3:46 mark with 2 fouls.
And Zane gets the second. Perfect from the line, 4 for 4 is Widener. And Brendan Johnson, 2 for 2. It's a good start free throw shooting tonight for the Yellow Jackets.
Standridge now on DePriest. We saw against that great scorer, Randolph, Little Rock Hall, Judson Smith used 4 different defenders.
DePriest, left, right, spins, kind of falls away a little bit, and scores the basket. DePriest with 5 points now, 2 field goals made.
Not bad D, forcing him to have to shoot a really tough shot to make 2 points there.
Zane Widener pulls up. His 3 is good. Zane is off the charts here early in this one. 3:10 remaining in the first quarter, 19-9. And
Zane's making people pay now that want to back off and stop him from driving with a basketball. Now he just pull up and hit the 3.
He gets a block. Marshall gets it back, and they hit the 3. That's Dylan. I got to get his last name. And 3-point field goal, Dawson Burgess, his second of the ball game. The team's fourth, 21-12.
And on the offensive end, Clinton's not having any problem getting a good look every time down the floor.
DePriest on the drive. His shot won't go, but the putback up and in. 21-14, quickly down the floor. Ball gets loose. Holland over to Widener. Well, Carter Holland, he's not had many touches tonight. Gus Scroggins in and out. Sam Standridge ends up with it. Sam, he won't get the bucket, but he draws the foul. Standridge to the free throw line.
And the Jackets also, we didn't see it in the girls' game, able to get on the offensive boards.
Let me get some
now
names
you're seeing
here
the
real quick.
opposite of what we saw in the girls' game. Marshall got so many shots in the lane. The Yellow Jackets were forced to foul. Flip side, the Yellow Jackets getting a lot of inside work here in the boys' game. That's already 4 team fouls on Marshall. Sam misses the first one. And hits the second. 22-14. Jackets in the man-to-man. Standridge on DePriest.
Yeah.
And they force another turnover. The Jackets on the run.
Down to Widener. One defender. It's DePriest. And the miss. Marshall with the rebound. Long pass down the floor. One-on-one. Holland defending. And, hey, Carter blocks the shot. It's off the foot of Justin Decker, and it's going to the Yellow Jackets.
Great defensive play. You got to see Carter kind of lining that up. He's going to kind of come out at an angle all the way in a perfect timing by Carter Holland. He knocks it off the Marshall player and out of bounds, and the Jackets have an 8-point lead in the basketball.
1:40 remaining in the opening quarter. Holland at the top, defended by DePriest. Out to Standridge. He's going to beat his defender, get to the lane. And the shot off, but he's whistled for the travel. Was it the travel or 3 in the lane by someone?
Now, Sam got in the lane there, and all of a sudden the defender fell away from him, and I think got kind of off balance. He was going to try to pass the basketball, and all of a sudden he had no defender, and it took an extra step.
DePriest on the dribble, 5 points in the ball game. Pulls up over Standridge and gets the 2. That was a tough shot. Defender right there. He just elevated and shot over Standridge.
Yeah, I think Judson Smith wanted to travel there. Said it was the same play on the other end.
Hey, Sam answers. He gets inside, spins, puts it off the glass. Good. He's fouled. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. Zane Widener's going to get a breather. Dylan Jones returns.
And Burgess out of the game.
Only one senior on the floor. That's Dylan Jones. Standridge misses the free throw, but Brendan Johnson comes up with the rebound, and DePriest takes it away. Quickly down the floor, past one, and Standridge going to try to come up behind, knock it away. Instead, Sam's whistled for the foul. With a minute 1 remaining in the first quarter, they'll inbound the ball just below our broadcast position. Clinton leading 24-16. That's a lot of points in the first quarter. We've still got a minute to go.
You look at the board, the Yellow Jackets have 24, and Carter's yet to score. You know he's going to have some points tonight. So it's
DePriest misses the three.
Over.
Saves it back and down to Brendan Johnson, to Dylan Jones, into the corner to Holland. To Johnson, he's open for 3, top of the key. Won't go off the back of the rim. Rebound Marshall. Up the floor, across mid-court. Griffin with it, out of bounds. Keep it with the Bobcats.
Watch an inbounds play here and coming right back to DePriest with it.
Inbound deep near the center court circle. DePriest on the dribble. Takes it to the baseline. And ball, as he's coming up with a shot, Standridge knocks it out of bounds. Out high again near midcourt. 25 seconds. 8:17 on the shot clock. They give it back to DePriest, deep on the floor in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Wants to drive to the baseline. Knocked loose by Standridge. DePriest recovers. Swinging around the left side. Bounce pass low. Marshall's going to bounce it out of bounds. Got in a hurry there. I think Griffin looked like he was open on the baseline.
Yeah, plenty of time. 12 seconds here. I think the Yellow Jackets thought DePriest bounced it on the end line. No call, but the Yellow Jackets get the break as Marshall throws it out of bounds.
The lead is 8. Hollins in the lane. Spin, shoot. Fouled. Let's see if he was in the act of shooting. That is the call by the officials. A couple of those guys, Rory Bradley and Trey Wilkins, officiating the ball game tonight. Stops the clock with 6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. As Carter Holland gets his first point of the night, 25-16. Brody Dufran checking the ball game. I guess he's going to check in for the shooter. They didn't bring him in there. The stop in play between the first and second free throw. As Carter does get the second free throw. And Holland out. Dufran, the sophomore, in. As they inbound the ball to DePriest. Quickly up the floor, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He's going to get it. Oh, and he slips and travels. Slipped on the floor. 0.2 seconds remaining. Clinton inbound, and that'll do it. First quarter comes to an end. Clinton 26, Marshall 16. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Good first quarter for the Yellow Jackets. They scored 26 points. They need 26-12. And Carter Holland with only 2 points. You know he's going to have points before it's over. So Jackets up already more people scored than scored on Tuesday night.
Brendan Johnson beats his defender, puts it off the glass, scores. He's fouled. A chance at a three-point play for Johnson.
You know, the Yellow Jackets definitely a height advantage, so it's a tough matchup for Marshall. But also the Yellow Jackets are able to drive past defenders too.
Johnson makes his third free throw in the ballgame. He's got 5 points total, and Clinton's biggest lead here, 29-16, opening the second quarter.
Dylan Jones back in on DePriest.
His three-point attempt won't go. Carter Holland high for the rebound.
And Ragland still on the bench for Marshall with 2 fouls.
Burgess behind the three-point line on the dribble. Kind of got wound up there, and the official's going to say he took an extra step, a travel on his drive to the basket. Cole Harness back into the ball game. Has 4 points for the Bobcats. Harness to Priest out high. Here comes Bryce Griffin. His three-pointer is up and good. His first points of the night. The team's third three-point field goal. 29-19 now the Yellow Jacket lead. Jones, Burgess up high, looks for Johnson in the lane, and kind of got an
Brendan may have come down on a Marshall player's foot.
Looked like he kind of took an inadvertent elbow or something to the head, but that didn't look like it bothered him. Like you said, the ankle there as he awkwardly came down.
In traffic, and it's really easy to come down on top of somebody else's shoe and then roll your ankle. May have been what happened there. And I hate that Brendan's had a good start tonight, and he's definitely a player that is a mismatch, Marshall size-wise.
So Gus Stroggins in for the Yellow Jackets. Zane Widener, bounce pass inside, knocked out of bounds by Marshall. Keep it in front of the student section. Widener had that big first quarter for the Yellow Jackets, and with 12 points. Bounce pass to Carter Holland. Up over a defender. Up over the rim. Good. His first field goal, 31-19.
Jackets came right back to that play, and Holland got it deep and scored.
DePriest over to Griffin. He'll put the three up. This one pops out. Won't go. Holland blocks the shot. Burgess to Widener. Avoids going over a defender. Keeps his dribble. Spins. And now they're going to take it away from behind. And going to reach in. Try to take it away. Foul on the Yellow Jackets. What did somebody say? I don't know if he knew that defender was up behind him or not. He avoided the foul. He spun. Hung on to the basketball as long as he could before somebody poked it away from behind. And that foul.
Dylan Jones.
Dylan Jones, second. Right.
Dylan checks out. Standridge back in.
DePriest, a couple of steps. The dribble, shot up, won't go. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say by Carter Holland. 31-19, Clinton leading. 6:11 in the second quarter. Three-pointer up, won't go. Holland for another rebound.
The Jackets are dominating the boards, especially on the defensive end, and they picked off several on the offensive end.
Carter's going to drive, put it off the glass, good. Well, Carter's just got the size and the leaping ability to where he can get inside and he can get up over you. 6 points now.
And Ragland set the check back in.
Priest on the dribble. Drives hard, off the glass, won't go. Burgess with the rebound. Dawson back to Scroggins. Long three for Dawson Burgess. Up and good. Dawson.
Biggest lead for the game at Clinton. It's 17, 36-19.
Well, in a way,
now at 10.
Dawson reminds me, and Abigail Parks in this way, missed three by Marshall Coast that, you know, it was about, halfway through the season, we saw Abigail Parks just kind of turn it on as a three-point shooter, and thought we saw what was happening. Kind of Dawson Burgess. I don't know if he had this at the first part of the season, but, boy, here in the second half.
Not sure why Marshall keeps playing man-to-man. There's such a size difference. You have a mismatch at almost every position.
What, Carter Holland for
Carter
two?
Holland with the tip in.
38-19, biggest lead of the ball game. They've doubled up the Bobcats. 3-point field goal good by Marshall. I need to get number 2's name for us on that.
Widener
on the hands. Zane Widener for the dunk. Got by the defender. There was no one in the lane. Maybe no one would want to get in front of Zane Widener. 40-22.
Widener with an exclamation mark on that one.
And DePriest elevates. His shot won't go. Tipped Burgess to Holland. Long pass down the floor to Scroggins. Back out to Sam Standridge. Kind of a touch pass. Three-pointer misses. Out of bounds. It belongs to Marshall.
Really a great pass by Gus Scroggins, though, to catch that above his head, throw it before he came back down. He hit a wide-open three-point shooter. Didn't make the shot, but, man, with Gus Scroggins, what a great pass right there. It's very unselfish.
3:55 to go in the second quarter. Brendan Johnson's going to run down to the locker room. Looks like he jogged okay getting down there. We'll see if he can return after going out. Hurt his ankle a little bit on that earlier in the quarter. DePriest, long three, up and good. DePriest, and quietly he's got 10 points. 2 threes, 2 twos, 3:35 to go in the second, 40-25.
He's taking a lot of shots to get those 10 points, though. The Yellow Jackets have forced him into some bad shots.
Burgess for three is the answer. High off the back of the rim. Rebound Standridge out to Widener. His three up, misses. Hey, putback misses. It's loose on the floor. Dawson comes up with it. He's in traffic. He puts it up and in. Dawson Burgess for two. I've got Dawson with 13 points.
Jackets relentless. 4 shots that time on basket.
Into the corner. Ragland has it. Burgess defending. Going to drive to the lane. Right, left, spins. And off the glass, good. Jesse Ragland, his first points. 42-27. Holland, left, passes right. Looks inside to Widener. A little bit high, double team, triple team. And the ball gets loose. Marshall comes up with it. Head to DePriest, just in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Put up a three over Standridge. Good. Back-to-back threes by Peyton DePriest, 42-20. The lead was 19 a moment ago. Now it's down to 12. Widener on the spin in the lane. A little bit hard off the glass, off the rim. Back to Marshall. Down the floor, DePriest with it. Pulls up at the free throw line, moving left to right. Shot misses. Burgess can't pull it in, and Marshall comes back with it. They'll dish inside to Ragland. Gets Scroggins in the air. Gus blocks it out of bounds. As Dylan Jones returns to the ballgame, Sam Standridge out. Thinking about a three is Bryce Griffin. Now he'll give it up to DePriest at the soft spot, the baseline. And DePriest goes up, hits the two, 42-32. Hand off to Burgess. He'll get in the lane. A lot of traffic. Dawson Burgess scores, and he's fouled. A chance at a three-point play.
And that's what the Yellow Jackets do on that end of the floor. Just go right back and attack the basket and get just about anything they want inside the lane.
Another thing Dawson Burgess reminds me of is his older brother Jasper Burgess. Remember how his senior season, how he came on and Clinton's leading scorer until he got hurt in a ball game one night here at Yellow Jacket Arena, and his season came to an end. But he became quite the scorer in his senior season.
Dawson now with 15 here in the first half.
Griffin with it. Going to dribble in. The elbow. And ball gets loose. Gus Scroggins comes up with it. Down the floor, 2-on-1. Gus off the glass. Misses, but Carter Holland right there for the putback. And we talked about Carter started slow. Maybe was it 1 point in the first quarter? He's now got 10, 47-32.
Yeah, you knew he'd get his. They'd be coming. And now they're going to bail out the shooter here. Should have called a travel.
And Coach Judson Smith from that Yellow Jacket bench. Get to visit with Trey Wilkins just a moment. 3-point shot up, won't go. Ball's going to go over the standard. Widener comes down with it. And off to Dylan Jones. Carter Holland for a long three. Won't go. Rebound Jesse Ragland. The Bobcats under a minute now to play in the second quarter. Clinton leading 47-32. Griffin gets in the lane, gets Widener in the air, misses the shot. Scroggins with the rebound. Outlet to Jones. Up the floor. Holland.
Oh, what a pass.
Whips it to Burgess. Defenders up. Draws the foul. Yeah, maybe the pass is impressive as Burgess trying to get the shot off.
Oh, what a pass. Just touched his hands and flicked it to Burgess. Dawson back to the line. He's got 15, and Brendan Johnson set to check back in.
He'll miss the first. Here comes Brendan Johnson. Turning to the ballgame. Scroggins out.
Second foul on DePriest also.
Dawson Burgess hits the second free throw. Clinton's got three players in double figures. Zane Widener, Carter Holland, and Dawson Burgess. Final 35 seconds of the second quarter.
Holland now guarding DePriest. DePriest has been guarding Holland some tonight. The third different Yellow Jacket to guard DePriest.
Long three by DePriest. Good. That's his fourth of the ball game.
That's one of those a little bit longer range than normal three-point shooter, so you don't go out there. But you learn from that one, and you'll cover him the next time.
18 points for Peyton DePriest. Shot clock off. Clinton 10 seconds. Widener out near the midcourt circle. And he's going to start the play. Left, right, on the dribble. Keeps it, backs up, picks up his dribble, needs help. 3 seconds, down low. And Marshall intercepts the pass. They'll heave from behind midcourt. It won't go. And we'll go to halftime. It's Clinton 48, Marshall 35. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance. Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pregame Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this. The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Clay, you cut your teeth at a Chrysler dealership.
Cut my teeth at Landers, Chrysler, and Benton, the largest Chrysler store in the world. And so, to have Chrysler, Ram, Jeep in a small town and to have my name on the building, it's such an honor, it's such a blessing. And so, it's a brand that means a lot to us. It's a community that means a lot to us. We're giving it everything we got. Committed to customer service being a great one, not just a good one, but a great one. So winning back the community and getting our customer service the way that they should be.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters. By Dr. Jamie Beavers Dental. By Van Buren County Veterinary. By Latitude Bistro. Boston Mountain Rural Health. By Joe Dobbs at State Farm. By Western Sizzlin. By Miller Sanitation. Artelco. And by Troy Grushalski with Edward Jones. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's Yellow Jacket coverage.
Good. Are we back? I'm sorry. I stepped away from home. We may be back. I think Jeff Hall, my colleague, is here. Aaron Duhan is our video engineer. And we're at halftime on this two-game set. Clinton Senior Girls fall to the Lady Bobcats in the opener tonight. And a good ball game. I think what was the final in that one? Was it 8 points or 7 in that, Marshall? Biggest lead of the ball game, 58-50, I believe, winning at the end. And now Clinton on top 48-35 on the senior boys game. It's a matchup tonight we're really looking forward to. Clinton, one of the top 10 teams in Class 4A against the Marshall Bobcats. Some say the number 1 team in Class 2A boys. They played for a state championship last year, lost in the championship game, but I think they got their sights set on a trip, to Hot Springs again to maybe take home a championship this year. Their leading scorer, Peyton DePriest, 18 points in the first half, and he had a slow start, but picked up his points as the half went on, and we'll see what he can do here in the second half. And the Bobcats will be going on to district tournament play next week. And the Yellow Jackets, they'll finish up their final 2 regular season contests on Tuesday night. They'll be at Heber Springs, just across Greer's Ferry Lake, for the the battle there with the Panthers in the rivalry game. Clinton had the best of the Panthers when they came here to the arena, so look forward to getting wins in both regular season contests coming up next week. And then Little Rock Hall on Thursday night next week. That'll be senior night here at Yellow Jacket Arena. And that will be the final basketball game of the 2023-2024 basketball season next Thursday night here in the arena against Little Rock Hall. Your last chance to see the Yellow Jackets senior boys and girls before they head off to the regional tournament the following week at Brooklyn. That's just outside Jonesboro, Arkansas. Both the girls and boys, they've already put themselves in the top 4 seeds in the conference, so they will move on to Brooklyn where a chance to, if they can win a game there, maybe pick up another 2 or 3, pick up a regional championship. They can go on to the state tournament at Farmington the following week. Looking to pick up a win here, though, second half. Clinton 48, Marshall 35. Here we go, Bobcat basketball. And they're going to throw it away. It's into the backcourt. Widener's going to chase it down. He's going to throw it up. Holland at the rim, can't go, gets it back. Widener steps, puts it off the glass, good.
Zane being unselfish, tried to give that one up to Carter. Zane does end up with the basket on the putback, and Zane's got 13. Check that, he's got 16.
Holland with the steal. Defender may catch up. Holland dunks the basketball. (52-35). Three-point shot up by Marshall. Won't go. Holland with a rebound. Carter doing a good job on defensive rebounds tonight.
It's like a whole new team in the game for Marshall.
Burgess shot off the glass. Good for 2. I think you're right. 5 players. DePriest is not on the floor. In the lane. They're going to throw it away. It's out of bounds.
Now looking at the scoring updated at halftime. Burgess had 16 in the first half. Widener 14. Widener's already up to 16 now. Burgess is now at 18. And Carter Holland had 10. He's now at 12. Brendan Johnson had 4. Sam Standridge had 3 in the first half for Clinton.
So Marshall's going to suit out almost 20 if you look down their bench tonight. So they've got a lot of players. And Dylan Jones, 3 won't go. Rebound, foul call on Marshall. So I don't know. So Coach, I don't know, is this one of those times when he's trying to send a message to his 5 starters, or I don't know. This is their final non-conference game before they head to district tournament next week, or could they maybe be ending this one early tonight? I don't know. 54-35. On the dribble, the drive, spin. Scroggins, Holland, Johnson, Standridge, Jones. Long 3 up. Misses. Rebound. Marshall. Fall away 2. And it's up and in. 54-37. Quickly, Dylan Jones down the floor. Standridge in the lane. Up and in. Sam Standridge now for 5 points. 56-37.
Yeah, Sam's offensive game's picking up each and every ball game, and Carter with a block and a 2-on-2.
And saved back in bounds. Brendan Johnson with it. He misses the 2 into the hands of Carter Holland, up and in. Holland now, I think I've got him with 14. 58-37. Brody Dufresne set to check in the ball game. He played the final seconds of the second quarter. Looks like he'll come back in here in just a moment. Three-point attempt, Marshall. Won't go. In and out. Scroggins for the rebound. To Dylan Jones, excuse me. Long pass into the corner. Back to Gus. His 3 is up. Misses. Tipped out to Dylan Jones. He'll get in the lane. Drive. Miss. Scroggins with a putback. First points of the night for Gus. 60-37.
Birdie Dew fans sit to check in. Miss Sue and Hassel listening down in Guy tonight. Talked to Miss Sue earlier today. I think they said they had trying to get over a little cough maybe, but they're watching tonight down at Guy.
3-point attempt misses. It's knocked out of bounds. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets. You may notice if the camera's on the Clinton student section, there's several blue T-shirts and shirts tonight. If you look up in the Clinton stands, there's several blue shirts, while everybody else is black and white between Marshall and Clinton. The blue shirts are for Christy Bagley on in her fight against cancer and what's going on. I saw several of those posts on social media today, and so wearing blue. And 2-pointer up and in for Marshall. 60-39, the Yellow Jacket lead. Down low to Scroggins. And up, and he's fouled. Gus Scroggins to the free throw line. 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Now it looks like Marshall will bring 5 back in. Maybe they're starting 5. And Clinton will return likewise with Carter Holland, Dawson Burgess, and Zane Widener as Gus gets the first. And Marshall returns with DePriest, Ragland, Bryce Griffin, Dylan Tyler, and Cole Harness. DePriest with 18 in the first half. On the dribble, Standridge defending. Left, right, gets in the lane, tosses it back out. Open three, it's up. Misses a little bit long. Carter Holland with the defensive rebound, but it's knocked out of his hands to DePriest, and he lays it up and in.
And sometimes great scores just in the right place at the right time. A teammate knocked that ball out of Yellow Jackets' hands and right into DePriest's hands for an easy layup.
61-41, 3-point shot by Sam Standridge. Won't go. Scroggins off his hands, back out high to Standridge, to Burgess in the lane. Runner up, won't go. Follows with his own rebound and up and in. Dawson Burgess, you got him with 19.
I got him with 20.
20. DePriest, 2-point attempt, won't go. Tipped out to Standridge. Defense in front of him. Keeps his dribble, gets by one. There's a second one there. He's fouled on a shot attempt. Sam Standridge to the free throw line.
This will be the 17th and 18th free throws of the game for the Yellow Jackets. We saw that on the flip side in the girls' game when Marshall got 28 free throws because they continuously kept getting the ball into the paint. And that's where fouls occur, and Sam hits the first one.
And Sam gets the first, but misses the second. He's got 6 points. On the dribble, Holland defending, Clinton a man-to-man defense. And Ragland spins in the lane, and he gets his shot to go. Jesse Ragland, 4 points, 64-43.
Yeah, Ragland missed the second quarter with fouls. Only his 4th point of the game.
Zane Widener fouled on the dribble. Bryce Griffin, his second personal. Standridge from the baseline, or behind the basket, looks up high. Gus Scroggins, long three, up by Gus. Good, Gus Scroggins. And Scroggins now with 9 points, 67-43, the lead.
And the biggest lead now at 24 for the Yellow Jackets.
Dawson Burgess, head to Carter Holland. Drives, spins. Widener drives the baseline, gets in the air, draws the foul. He'll have to earn it from the free throw line. Looking down the floor, Gus Scroggins making that three. Clinton's got 4 3-point shooters on the floor right now at the same time. I don't know if we've ever, certainly not many times in 17 years of Clinton Senior Boys, that we've been able to say that they got 4 3-point shooters at the same time.
Yeah, it's like if you're trying to play defense, it's pick your poison. You back up in the zone, you get up to 3. If you try to come out and guard them, most of our guys on the floor are able to put it on the floor and go to the basket.
Yeah, Widener, Burgess, and Holland can all, on the drive, off the dribble, take to the basket. So, it's a tough matchup when they go into the postseason here shortly. DePriest, 2-point attempt for the baseline, won't go. Scroggins with the rebound. Widener. Minute 35 to go in the third. He's going to drive, split 2 defenders. This one off the rim, won't go. Zane's going to reach in, try to pull it away. Foul called. Smiled about that one. That's one of those ones that you're so disappointed that you missed a tough layup between 2 defenders that you want to get the ball back and make it right.
I think he's smiling because he barely laid a finger on him.
DePriest floats, puts it up off the glass, but it won't go. Standridge across midcourt, defense in front of him. Dawson Burgess, catch and shoot 3 from the right side. It won't go off the back of the rim. DePriest on a run out, but Burgess knocks it away. Into the hands of Carter Holland. Whips it into the corner to Standridge. Sam's ready to shoot a 3, and it's good. Maybe add Sam Standridge to that list of 3-point shooters. He's got 2 in a row. He's in double digits. It's 72-43. And shot blocked by Carter Holland. Well, Carter Holland's doing duty on defensive end tonight. He's blocking shots. He's getting defensive rebounds. Burgess drives. A little bit too hard off the glass. And then foul on the rebound. I think Marshall's going to be fouled. Well, maybe, yep. We'll go against Burgess. It's good to see Sam stayed healthy this week. I think his younger sister Shelby had to battle the flu bug in the junior high girls team this week, and we hadn't had time yet to really catch up on the junior high squads, but they've been in conference tournament this week. Jesse Ragland inside, spin, shoot, short, misses, tipped out, 3-point attempt, won't go. Dawson Burgess with it, down the floor to Scroggins. He's behind the defense, off the glass, good.
Good job. He had to catch that before it got out of bounds and still be able to shoot it before he went past the backboard. A very
5 seconds.
Acrobatic shot.
They know how much time's on the clock. Burgess knocks it away. Third quarter comes to an end. 74-43, the Yellow Jacket lead. Fourth and final quarter when we return. Listen to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Well, a 26-8 third quarter has blown this game wide open. The Yellow Jackets have invoked the Arkansas Activities Association mercy rule with a 31-point lead, 74-43, outscoring Marshall 26-8 in that third quarter.
Dylan Jones, Sam Standridge, Colton Warren, Brody Dufresne, and Brendan Johnson. And Dylan Jones gets his first points of the night. Scores here to open the fourth quarter, 76-43. 7 players now to score for the Yellow Jackets in the ballgame. Foul on Sam Standridge. I saw, speaking of his younger sister Shelby, I think I saw where Sam's older sister, Sydney Standridge, I think she was a region player of the week at North Ark Community College, and her first year of college basketball up at Harrison. Ball gets loose. Brendan Johnson to Brody Dufresne. Back to Brendan. His 3 is up. won't go, but it's a long rebound. He's going to chase it down and get it. Into the corner, Colton Warren. Three-pointer short. Marshall with the rebound. DePriest with it. Down the floor, he dishes to Ragland. Back to a three-point attempt by Harness. Misses. Dufran for the rebound. Out of bounds. Belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, last Thursday, Coach Post took several of the girls up to North Ark to watch Sydney play. I think they won that night against Shorter College. And she had 16 or 17, I think, that night.
Dufran on the drive, gets in the air. Shot's blocked. It's loose on the floor. Jones comes up with it, and it's out of bounds. Belongs to Marshall. Substitution, Reese Fosco, Will Alexander, and Bryson Venable into the ball game.
Last night, Lady Yellow Jacket junior high team lost by a couple of points to Bauxite. I think it was 39-37, and the boys came back to beat Lona something like 39-38. They were down 6 with about a minute to go, and Hester Hensley hit 7 of 8 free throws the final minute. The Jackets won that one. They'll be in the championship game tomorrow. I think it's at 5 o'clock tomorrow at Bauxite against those Heber Springs Panthers.
Sounded like a good effort by the junior girls. I think the flu bug hit them similar to what the senior girls did. They didn't know who was going to play, and some maybe hadn't practiced during the week. I was getting a little scoring update from Kenny Wyatt. Attempt by Dufran won't go. From Carrie Wyatt was there. Their daughter Emma Wyatt on the team. Ahead to Peyton DePriest. He scores 2 more. And like 1 point at half, 1 point at the third quarter, a final of 1 point loss. Maybe played closer than thought it could have been after losing to Bauxite last week on Monday night in the last regular season game. Venable shot misses. Tip to Colton Warren. His shot's blocked by Ragland. Marshall down the floor. Dufran back to defend. A miss. DuPriest gets the rebound. His putback misses. Bryson Venable with a rebound. 5:15 to go. The running clock here. Will Alexander spins. Shoots from the block outside the lane. Misses. Rebound Marshall. Three-point shot, good. Dylan Tyler, he's got 2 3-pointers in the ball game. Timeout. Marshall's going to substitute and get some players in the floor, and it looks like they've retired their starters for the night. I visited with Blaze Thomas during the break there. Blaze he'll have the live stream for Marshall in the conference tournament, hopefully a region and a state tournament for them. They played in the state championship last year in Class 2A, and they hope to get back there. You can keep up with them with Blaze.
Marshall hosts next week. Is that what you said?
They are going to
Reese.
How about that? Reese Fosco on a night surrounded by relatives from both sides. That's another relative on Reese Fosco knocking down 3, senior for the Yellow Jackets. Did he tell me they're going to ICC maybe for the district tournament? Marshall, Class 2A. Izard County Consolidated.
Well, Marshall and Sloan Hendricks tied for the conference championship, so neither one of those will have a home court advantage then when they go into district tournament play, which determines their seeding for regional tournaments. Ours is all based on how the Yellow Jackets finish in the conference race.
79-50, Clayton Maynard into the ball game. Look for Clayton Maynard maybe to knock down a 3 or 2 if he gets an opportunity. He's got a rebound. He's on the dribble across midcourt. Bounce pass over to Venable. Bryson's going to take it in the lane. And his pass going to get out of bounds. Back to Marshall. Right now the Clinton Senior Boys, sitting in second place with 2 games to go next week.
Yeah, 1 game behind Little Rock Christian. Not sure if anybody left that could beat them to give us some help, but we're 2 games ahead of Robinson and Hall for second place and the second seed. If the Yellow Jackets win on Tuesday at Heber, they will clinch no worse than second place. And they would play Thursday night in the regional tournament 2 weeks from last night at Brooklyn. But we got work to do on Tuesday. Get everybody out at Heber Springs on Tuesday. Everybody loves to play the Panthers. Girls need a win to clinch no worse than a share of the conference championship with a win on Tuesday. And then they could win it outright with a win on Thursday against Little Rock Hall.
That'll be, 6 o'clock on Tuesday night?
6 o'clock Tuesday at the Yellow Jacket Nest in Heber Springs. We had Yellow Jacket Arena North in Harrison a couple of years ago. We need Yellow Jacket Arena East.
Under 2 minutes to play. Clinton 79, Marshall 53. And long three-pointer. 79-56. Venable on the dribble. Into the lane. Spin. Right-hander off the glass. Misses. Foul on the Yellow Jackets. Belongs to Marshall.
Cooper Watley is in the game for the Jackets. Now, if we mention that Josh Tavares is in, Clayton Maynard, we mentioned him. William McFall.
Tipped out. That Cooper with it. Misses. But the putback by Clayton Maynard. It's a 2, not a 3, but Maynard gets the bucket. 81-56.
And Jacob Wildman on the floor for the Yellow Jackets.
Maynard with it. Into the corner. Cooper Watley misses. Inside, the putback won't go. Hey! Jacob Wildman. 83-56. 15 seconds, a running clock. We're about to finish this one up. Clayton Maynard will dribble out the final seconds. The teams will line up, shake hands at midcourt, and it'll end a little less dramatic than maybe what we thought it could be coming in tonight with two good teams. A top team in 4A Clinton, a top team in 2A Marshall, but it's the Clinton Senior Boys 83-56 tonight here at Yellow Jacket Arena. They'll shake hands, head to midcourt. Looks like a post-game prayer. The Spirit Squads will join as well. You can watch it on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. And we certainly wish the Bobcats well as they'll head on to conference play, hopefully regional, and back to maybe a state championship ball game in the weeks to come. We'll step away here for just a moment. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram now in Clinton. Now, Clinton is a tight-knit community. They work hard to support one another.
They work hard to take care of small, family-owned business, and that's what we are. We want to bring that family-owned atmosphere with also the opportunity for the consumer to get that great deal that they deserve. So, we feel like we've got the best of both worlds.
Keep driving by every day. The inventory keeps getting better.
It's Ram country, and we're going to keep making it bigger and better. So, yes, ma'am.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Well, now the basketball comes to an end here at Yellow Jacket Arena. Yellow Jackets and Marshall split two tonight. The Lady Yellow Jackets fall to Marshall by a score of 59-51. But the boys bounce back in the nightcap to win 83-56. In fact, they led 74-43 going into the fourth quarter and invoked the mercy rule. Jackets had 26 points in the first quarter, led 26-16, added another 22 in the second quarter, led 48-35, and another 26-point quarter in the third quarter. Judson Smith's Yellow Jackets are putting up some points tonight, and they go on to win by a score of 83-56. Scoring for Marshall, their leading scorer for the season and tonight, Peyton DePriest had 23, including 5 three-pointers for the outstanding shooter from Marshall, Peyton DePriest. Andy Granado, 6 points, 2 3-pointers. Cole Harness with 4 points. Justin Deckard with 2. Jesse Ragland, the post player, only 4 points tonight. He got in foul trouble in the first quarter, missed the second quarter for the most part, ended up with only 4. Mason Gregg had 7 points tonight. Caden Horton with 5, and Eric Horton with 3 points. Marshall had 10 3-pointers on the night, but only 2 free throws, as they did not get the ball in the lane very often to draw any type of fouls, and they go 0 for 2 at the free throw line. For the Yellow Jackets, Carter Holland, 14 points tonight. 10 in the first half, 4 in the second half. In fact, he didn't score in the first quarter, but came back with 10 in that second quarter. Zane Widener, another big game for him. He follows up a 26-point performance on Tuesday with an 18-point performance tonight. 14 of those in the first half, including another thunderous dunk from the senior. Another big game for Dawson Burgess, another huge first half as he had 16 first half points, finishes with 20 on the night. Brendan Johnson, 4 points on the night. Sam Standridge with a good night, 9 points for the sophomore, gets better in each and every ball game. Gus Scroggins off the bench, he had 8. Dylan Jones, the senior, he had 2 points. Reese Fosco with 3 points. Clayton Maynard had 2 points, and Jacob Wildman, 2 points on the night for the Yellow Jackets. Jackets had 7 3-point baskets, and they got to the basket so often they were fouled and went to the line 21 times. They made 15 of 21. Marshall got to the line for only 2 free throws tonight. Jackets 15 of 21 from the line. That's about, 72% shooting for the Yellow Jackets. Well, Yellow Jackets going to split tonight in non-conference action, and we'll take the weekend off. And then a huge game on Tuesday as the Yellow Jackets will travel to Heber Springs with a conference championship on the line for the Lady Yellow Jackets and locking up second place on the line for the senior boys. But you want for your first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. The Jackets had 3 players again, the big 3 in double figures. The big 3 scored 48, 58, 62 points tonight from the big 3, 61 on Tuesday night.
Well, Carter Holland had such a quiet start in the first quarter. You said his points would come, and they did there in the first half. Finished well. Dawson Burgess, again, good 3-point shooting, knocking down 3 of those, and just really good offensively. Plays strong. I don't really like Zane Widener again. The game was, you almost want to say it was kind of over at halftime. I think Clinton at one point got it by 19. Marshall cut it to 10 there in the second quarter, and maybe Clinton pushed out a little bit before the half, and then Marshall came out in the second half, kind of played a second 5, didn't play their starters to start the ball game, and so there really wasn't as much of a challenge in the second half. I don't know, Zane really got things going early, inside, outside, couple of 3s, shooting free throws, 3 2s, and I don't know, it's hard to differentiate between all those guys, but he kind of set the tone early in the ball game, and what we thought was going to be a really competitive game between 2 top teams kind of really took charge inside, outside. So any of those 3 guys, and I like the way Zane started the game.
We'll go Zane Widener, the senior, 18 points tonight. Your First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. First Arkansas Bank and Trust, a great sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics, located in the Cash Saver parking lot.
And let's give an honorable mention to Sam Standridge. Look at Sam. He got in double figures. I got him unofficially with 2 3s, a couple of 2s, and a couple of free throws, so 12 points. I don't know if that's a season high for Sam Standridge, but a good job by Sam. He's only a 10th grader.
Yeah, he's coming on, getting better each and every ball game, and especially on his offensive game is getting better each and every game, gaining some confidence, and he's a big help coming off the bench for the Yellow Jackets. He's a good defender and got size and length, and now he added his offense to the game too. At Sam Standridge, another good ball game for the Yellow Jackets tonight. I mentioned First Arkansas Bank and Trust. From your first savings account to a home loan, they can do it all at First Arkansas Bank and Trust. 19 locations around Central Arkansas and around the world on their online banking. Also want to mention Petty Jean Electric, also part of our Petty Jean Fiber, along with First Arkansas Bank and Trust, our sponsors for the Yellow Jacket live stream network. Thank them, and also the Petty Jean Fiber 3-point baskets. Now they sponsor all those 3-point baskets, and the way the guys and the girls shoot them, they get a lot of mentions during the night. The Petty Jean Fiber 3-point baskets. So, big game Tuesday. Jackets travel to Heber. The Panthers, they'll be ready. They haven't beat the Yellow Jackets in a long time in football, basketball, boys or girls, in a long time. So they'll be ready to go. For their girls, they have a glimmer of hope. That loss Tuesday opened the door just a little bit for Heber Springs. With a win, they can throw it into a 3-way tie for first. A win by the Yellow Jackets. Heber's eliminated, and then the Yellow Jackets could win it all by themselves on Thursday night, on senior night here at Yellow Jacket Arena against Little Rock.
And maybe most importantly on the girls' team, after this week when sickness almost wiped out the team. What did you say? They had 5 players only able to practice on Monday. They come out Tuesday night, Pulaski Academy. Coach Post told us before the ball game, he said, I was as nervous as I've ever been before a ball game. He knew he had several girls sick, and they weren't going to be 100% that night, and they weren't. They played slow. They played sluggish. Pulaski Academy played really well and had that big victory. Clinton comes back tonight. They had a competitive game. You could tell they were faster. They played better. They're still not at 100%. I remember last night Katie Gifford was saying Abigail Parks is on the front end of this getting sick. I didn't know if she'd play tonight or play as much as she did. She did, and she scored. But maybe next week will just be a week to kind of reset, at least on the girls. A team that hasn't lost in January in 3 years, and a team that's made these deep runs into the state playoffs, they just need to be able to put this week behind them. They need to get out and play well against Heber Springs and Little Rock Hall and head on to the regional tournament.
Yeah, I think if you just tell them it's Heber Springs, that'll be enough to bring them back to life. So that's we'll head there on Tuesday at the Yellow Jacket Arena East, we call it.
Well, that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. We're certainly glad you could be with us here on the broadcast. For Sid King, get us set up throughout the week. For Kelsey Robertson, our studio engineer in downtown Clinton. For Aaron Duhan, our video engineer. For my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. We'll see you next week. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.